Hope you're doing well, my friends. Thanks for tuning in on this beautiful, fine, and glorious day. Much love and God bless. Thank you, guys. Hope life is treating you well and hope you're living the dream. It is time, boys, for a glorious day of Gage. We're gonna have a good day today, my friends. I can feel it in my bones, in my heart, and in my soul. We are gonna do it the fuck out. Hope you're doing well. It is good to be back. We had a great stream like a week ago, whenever the fuck we did our Giga stream. And let's have a great stream today, my friends. We won't be streaming as long, but our stream is going to be quality, and we're going to get back to consistent reliability, my friends. That is what America needs, and Europe. Consistency and reliability. Let's do it the fuck up, my friends. Right here and right now. Shar's blessings upon you, chat. Alright, let's do it up. Who's today's champion? It's Azir. I already know. It is not Azir. Mana before 2014. Let's try Udyr. Oh wait, it's not a dude, lol. Melee mana after 2009, female. Sejuani? No, Sejuani was pretty old. Mana melee before 2012. Support or AD carry? What? Who the fuck is this?
Compared to the hand,
so much the Twitch Prime, dude. Welcome back. 27 months to the crew. Really appreciate love and support, man. Thank you, dude. Thank you. And hope you're doing well on this beautiful, fine, glorious day. Much love. Who the fuck is this? Leona? But we already had Leona the other day. Oh my god. It's Leona again? Oh my god. Dude, they did Leona less than a week ago. What is this? I think this is Katarina, actually. Okay, I have no idea who this is. Riven? This is definitely a female quote. This is not a dude. I swear Leona was last week. I might be wrong. Yone? Might be Yone. That's, yeah, that's well. Is this Jinx? Her stupid rocket? Alright, what is this? Oh, what the fuck is that? Is that Ari? Of course, it's Aoi. Embarrassing. Mountain climber. Sword. Is this Talon jumping over rocks? It is. Embarrassing. Second type, none. Okay. Okay. Evo stage 2. I'm feeling Primeape. Nope. Shorter than 1 meter. Second type, none. The fuck could this be? And it weighs less than 32 kilos. Otherwise, I would have tried the horses next. Let's go Ninetales, actually. Even though it just said it's not fire, so that can't be it. It's Vaporeon? You think so? I'll do fucking Step Vaporeon, bro. I don't give a fuck. It is not Step Vaporeon. It is a Grassland type. Still haven't got the color yet. There's no way it's Arbok. It's supposed to be less than 1 meter. Yeah, I was gonna say, whoa, wait. So, is that Wheezing, then? The hell? How do you spell Wheezing? There we go. It's gotta be Wheezing, right? No, Wheezing's urban. Venomoth? I'm pretty sure Venomoth is a bug poison. Ain't no way Venomoth is poison none. It's gotta be Muck. But Muck's heavy. There's a lot of cum. Yeah, and Muck cum is also urban. There's no way it's Venomoth. I'll type it. Yeah, Venomoth is bug. God, you chat are stupid. If foe is of the same gender, that seems oddly sexist. Nidorino? Oh, that sounds right, actually. Yeah, Nidorina or Nidorino. It's Nidorino, because Nidorino's purple. That's it. All too easy. Fucking sexist Nidorinos, man. Oh my god. Good job, Joe Mama. I think you're the one who got it first. Or adieu. There's a couple people who got it. Pikachu Lamau. This is a goldfish. What is the goldfish's name, chat? Goldine, that's right. I remember now. All too easy. Wanna do duos, two heads, split to form a unique species. It's close to 40 miles per hour in prairies. Let's see. God damn it. That's so sad. The thing is, like, in what universe is Dodrio a unique species? Like, it's not unique. There's a million of them out there. Like, what is this talking about? This looks like Polyworld to me, actually. No, it's way too thick. This has got to be Machoke. Okay, this has got to be Machamp. Yeah. God damn it. Fucking Machamp. Alright, that's enough of that garbage. Let's actually play a fun and interesting and exciting game now. It's time to return to Obi-Wan. What was the music that played on Tatooine, chat? I don't fucking remember. We gotta play some Tatooine music. Tatooine music. Alright, there we go. That's close enough, I guess. Cantina theme? No. What class is Obi-Wan? We are a gnomish fighter illusionist, my dude. For the first time ever.
Hello there.
We are a fighter illusionist on stream. Apparently, it's the first time. I thought we did one before, but Yopamara said we have never done it, so. It looks like we still got pretty much everything to do. We don't have a familiar. Oh, no, we do have a familiar. Okay. Play Star Trek music? Alright. Star Trek music. I'm clicking the first thing that pops up for Star Trek. Oh, this is an actual concert. That's so boring. Yeah, I'm not listening to any of this shit. Alright, fuck that. Sorry, buddy. You lose. Everything that popped up was garbage. Star Trek Fleet Academy. Wowee. How are you doing, Spooky? I'm living the dream, man. Look at those yummy, shorty legs. That's what I'm saying, dude. He's
I'm getting
thick.
too old for this. You must do what you feel is right, of course.
Look at those thick legs. Look at those muscles, Chet. Those muscles. Those muscles are awful thick. I guess we owe and just start knocking out some of the
You must
sides.
do what you feel
I'm assuming
is
that's what
right,
we were
of
doing
course.
here. We were on our way to do the sirens or something. Looks thick. Oh, he definitely is, buddy. And yeah, we'll
must
talk
be
about when later on today. I'll talk about the turnip cup a bit more, because the more the merrier. The more turnip cup enjoyers, the merrier. And I will be sponsoring an amazing first prize as well for the grand winner of the tournament. Yep, we're doing an Age of Empires tournament, Burlap Champions. An AoE 2 tournament, to be specific, actually. Not regular Age of Empires. Do I win turnips if you win? You win something better than turnips, buddy. You win something a lot better. I'll show you what you win. First prize is going to be I will be purchasing a case of Cerveza Cristal for the grand prize winner. For first place. That's only for first place. Second place, I think you get a Steam key. It's Fernando, your old friend. Baldur is tres picked el monje, but there is this tentacled pendejos. Please help. Is this legal? I was told it was bueno. Is this el scammo? I think you might have got el scammoed, Fernando. Very sorry to hear that, man. You should have read the reviews before you went and purchased the game, Fernando. Come on, buddy. Classic Fernando, not reading.
Strike me down, I shall become more powerful than you could possibly
El scammo feels bad, man. You should have seen it coming,
My
dude.
experience is no such thing as luck.
You should have seen it coming,
Leave that to me.
like I did. I came. Django's money changed you, man? What do you mean Django's money changed you? That money was long gone. That money was spent before I even got it, to be honest.
Sure.
Please help me, will you? I'm alone.
Can bears join the tournament? They can, buddy. Feel free to join. El Davo, no problem, buddy.
Sure.
Anything I could do for you, friend. I showed you my monk, please respond. God, I wish that was me.
Yes, indeed.
Why me?
With a smile.
Why have you not killed these small pinks?
Remember, a Jedi can feel the Force flowing through him.
What? Hop, skip to it.
Hop, skip to it. Hey there, hi there.
What do you want?
All too easy. More like show the nerd, am I right? Got him, dude. Absolutely shit on.
All right, but
And we get a quick save off before we crash. Chef's kiss. Literally perfection.
Yes, indeed.
If somebody sent you a picture of a monkey, chat, and I'm not talking about like the animal monkey, I'm talking about the class in Baldur's Gate, and said rate my monkey on a scale of 1 to 10, would you just block them immediately?
I dropped
Telaria,
my
thank you so much for
monster
the
condom
$20,
that I
my
used
friend.
for my
Really appreciate Level
magnum
14.
dong.
Thank you, dude. Thank you. Means a hell of a lot to me,
Good
buddy.
morning, Dar. And thank you for the Jiga stream the other day with the very funny Spider Nestle.
That's so
Lunch is
sad.
on me.
Thank you,
although
buddy.
not literally, because that would be unsanitary and hairy. Actor Obi do cleric teeth for mega utility and for backstabs to annoy
Classic.
you.
Thank you so much for the love and support, man. Really appreciate it, dude. Thank you, dude. Thank you. And all you have to do is take a shower. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with having lunch served over somebody else, my friend. I think we've all had sushi or snorted lines off somebody who's completely
Yes,
butt
indeed.
naked, am I right? Like, I think I can safely speak for all of us when we say that, you know, it's not the first time I've eaten off a naked person, you know. It happens. The game couldn't take it, it really is. But thank you so much, buddy. It means a lot to me, friend. Have it on my head? Okay, now that is a little hairy.
Eh? All right.
If you're eating
but
lunch
not
off my
because you
head,
told
that
me
is
to.
probably not the play. And now I know what you're thinking.
We must
Dev,
be
there's no
cautious.
hair on your head. What are you talking about? There's enough.
You
There's
must
enough.
Be loving this.
Also, fuck you. Thank you so much again for the love and support, man. God bless. Yeah, the pause. Yeah, the TTS is so weird and random sometimes. It's almost like the TTS is actually a quirky, fun-free spirit in and of itself. You know what I mean?
With a smile.
It's almost like the TTS is actually a quirky, fun-free spirit. Surely we don't crash this time, though, right? Ain't no way we get 2 crashes back-to-back in the same area, right?
With my usual
Ain't no way, right? Surely, of course. You would understand dwarf maxing? You think dwarves eat sushi? I mean, surely the ones in the Underdark have to, right? You have to fish and eat whatever's going in the rivers.
I'm getting too old. What brings
I don't
you out
know.
this
Maybe
far?
they don't eat
Not the
sushi.
Jedi are all but extinct.
Obviously, they prefer
Gentlemen wastes enough
roasted
trouble.
meats, but I mean, you gotta eat what you gotta eat,
That to
right?
me.
If you're
I told you was true. You must do
you
what
might not have a
feel is
choice.
right.
Quoto sushi? Yeah, exactly. You might have a little bit of fish.
Strike me down, I shall become more powerful than you could possibly imagine.
A little bit of fish.
The Force will be with you, always.
You must do what you feel is right.
But not because you
Okay,
told me.
nice. All kinds of mushrooms down there too. Well, obviously pizza is going to be a big part of the Dwergar diet, right? Let's be real here. Considering all the delicious mushrooms you have down there, you have mushroom soup, mushroom stews, fucking what else we got? Mushroom pizza, you know. You got a lot of options, man. You got a lot of options, dude. The diet of a Dwergar is varied and delicious. It's a health fad in some parts of Faerun, to be honest. In some parts of Faerun, the Dwergar diet is considered a health craze. You know? Because they're so fit and muscular and sexy. It is Wednesday, my dudes. It is. Oh, Epic, I gotta fucking link you something.
For over 1,000 generations, the
Quick
Jedi
save, quick. I
Knights
already
were the
did. We're good.
guardians of peace and justice.
Dwarf eat beholder steak? I don't think it's worth, man. Beholders are not good. Myconid semen. It's disgusting. I don't know why that is. Okay, I guess I do understand the aversion. Because there are a lot of people who actually eat semen. I think we talked about this before. It's considered a delicacy, depending on where it's coming from. And it's like, people don't have aversion for eating eggs, right? For like chicken eggs, scrambled eggs and stuff. But if you were to come in somebody's scrambled eggs, I think they'd be pretty annoyed. You know what I mean? So why is it that one part is okay, eggs, and the other, semen, is not? You know what I mean? Well, you can give you a second promo protection. That's what I'm saying, dude. Restricting actions that can't perform. What is it? I'll tell you later, actually. I'll tell you later. That's just fucking sexist? Exactly, man. That's what I'm saying, dude.
With my usual panache.
Did you learn that in Penis Inspection Day? No, Penis Inspection Day was mostly making sure your penis was working properly. Penis Inspection Day had nothing to do with hot cuisine. Any Frenchmen in the chat? How do you pronounce that word? Is it haute cuisine? I feel like it's haute cuisine. I don't know. You have to be French to understand French, is the issue.
I'm getting too old for this sort of thing.
I'm not a cannibal. Maybe that's it. I don't know. How do Americans function with like 1,000 time zones? We only have 4. We don't have nearly as many as some other countries. I guess really the only one who really beats us is like Canada, but Russia. I mean, we are actually one of the larger countries. I think it's us, Brazil, Russia, and China, right? Are the 4 biggest. And then I think Australia's like after that. I don't know. Most of Canada's population is all around
Careful, everyone.
the border with America for obvious reasons. Because,
Do
like,
what you feel is right.
they want to be as close to the United States as possible, you know what I mean?
So what are
Oh, gastronomy?
All right, but not because you told me to.
That's just giga pretentious. I like it. We may be baby cows, but not baby humans. Hypocrites much? Yeah, I agree. It's oat, but with an H at the start. That's what I think too. I think it's haute cuisine. I might be wrong though. I think the big issue, Vexor Navy issue, is that baby cows start getting into larger cows very quickly, while baby humans take fucking forever to grow. It takes a long time before there's some meat on the human. You know what I mean?
Be cautious.
They have to have a steady diet of hamburgers, and you need to exercise them and make them play volleyball and do squats, you know what I mean? To make sure there's actually an appropriate thickness. I think it's way too much work. It's not worth it. Cry no Canada email? We have Canada email, dude. You did flag Canada right there just a second ago. It showed up for me, at least. Get a totally new experience? Yeah, and that's something I've always told people, too, is that you go from Canada, or fucking not Canada, California to New York, and you're gonna see a lot of shit on the way, man. You know? You really are. Going past Mount Rushmore, the Rockies, the fucking Grand Canyon. All sorts of natural beauty. And then as far as cuisine goes, that still changes up quite a bit, too. You know what I mean? Not really a thing in French. It's not really a thing in English, either. It's not really a thing in America. If
Yes,
we are
indeed.
talking about we normally use the word fine dining to describe anything that's not, you know, fucking remotely nice. I think the exact definition for a fine dining establishment in the United States, they're like, you're required to have a linen tablecloth.
Strike me down. I
There's all
shall
these
become
weird
more
rules and
powerful
regulations.
than
What I
you
always
possibly
used to
imagine.
say is that if the drink menu is bigger than the actual food menu, you're a fine dining establishment. You know what I mean? If the wine list is larger than the list of things you can order for food, you're a fine dining restaurant. But I don't think really anybody in America ever uses the word haute cuisine or haute gastronomy unless they're just being pretentious or trying to talk about the history of food. You know what I mean? Like maybe you'll see it on like a history channel.
Now the Jedi are all but extinct.
Fine dining equals DoorDash, McDonald's. Not everyone is as fucking rich as you are, buddy. We can't all afford that shit. Haute cuisine. Fucking French, dude.
The Force will be with you, always.
What is steel compared to the hand that wields it?
Chat, I can't decide if I want to eat a croissant
Nerd alert!
or a baguette. Ziggy, thank you so much for the tier 2, dude. Much love and God bless and welcome back 26 months to the crew. Hope you're doing well on this fine and beautiful, glorious day. Much love and God bless, man. Thank you, dude. Thank you. That's what I should do. I should go to France and just mispronounce things loudly and obnoxiously to piss off the French people.
Leave that to me.
Hey, James, what's the French word for baguette? Might want to get me one of them croissants, too. Or maybe, what's some more obnoxious French words that Americans pronounce poorly? A croissant? Oh, I'm gonna go ahead and say it. French pronounce the actual proper pronunciation of croissant. Like, there's a reason nobody pronounces that shit correctly, dude. The French are just trying to give us tongue twisters as a meme.
You must do what you feel.
They
is
just
right,
want
of
us to
course.
fucking suffer. Making up fucking French words that are impossible to pronounce. How about them Italians? I don't think Italians really have hard to pronounce words.
Pretty spooky night, but still great for adventure.
The difficulty in Italian language is the hand gestures you have to do at the same time. I'm sorry, guys. My nose this morning is actually brutal. French is easy if you speak Latin. No, that is just wrong in every way, shape, and form. I gotta go and play some music real quick and blow my nose for 10 years, and then when I get back, boys, we're gonna have a great day of video games. See you soon. BRB. I think we're okay. But no, I've said this a million times. There are certain languages where every word just seems to roll off the tongue easily and nicely. And there are languages where your tongue and lips and teeth, etc., have to be in an unnatural position to speak.
Traveled lightly.
There are a couple words like that in Deutsch, a couple sounds, I should say. A couple sounds like that in Mandarin, Polish, and French that just, they are positioned in such an unnatural and awkward way that it makes speaking the language not just difficult, but actually uncomfortable and a pain in the ass.
Move along.
And it's not poggers, like I said. It is the opposite of
Do
poggers.
what you feel is right, of course.
It is not
Careful,
poggers.
everyone. Play nice.
It is muy mal, as they say in Espanol. There's no way she got that off.
With my usual
Alright, well, I guess she got that off.
To help.
What about the Welsh? No, honest to God, I don't know anything about Wales. Or the Welsh language.
In my experience, there's no such thing as luck.
Look at that big dick crit, boys. God damn. But I don't really know anything about Welsh.
but not because you told me to. Is there? You must be lucky.
I don't know how awkward or awful Welsh is. I do know that they have a ridiculous passion for the letter L, which seems to show up multiple times all over words,
Leave that to me.
which is obviously confusing.
Not because you told me to.
But as far as actual speaking the language, oh fuck, I'm so sorry, guys. I'm not paying attention. My bad. Lol.
The
XT.
Force will be with you.
My bad,
Always.
Chad. My bad, Chad. I was monologuing. I really was. I really was. Wrong screen.
We
I
must be
know.
cautious.
I fixed it. My bad. But
This little one's not
what was I
worth
bitching
the
about? Welsh. Yeah, I don't know
We must
anything
be
about Welsh.
cautious.
Boomer Dev? I thought I fixed it. Relax. Stop being mean, Chad. Why are you so mean? I can't believe I didn't buy either of those things. Pre-recorded? Yeah.
Wastes are not to be traveled lightly.
Yeah. If it was pre-recorded, then that would probably have lasted for like an hour and a half before I noticed. That's how you know it's not pre-recorded footage. This proves the joy formidable.
All right, but not because you told me to.
You must learn the ways of the Force.
You must learn the ways of the Force, chat.
You must be cautious.
Request and rant, like that would have done anything. You think I would have fucking noticed? Lol. Ha ha ha.
Eh? What do you want?
Don't waste your points,
Do
yeah.
what you feel is right.
I mean, the whole point of end rant was when I was actually legitimately ranting about shit. And people just use it whenever I'm talking about anything. It's like buh. You have used it inappropriately. Nobody knows how to correctly use end rant, so at this point it's just a waste of channel points. At this point it's just a complete waste of channel points.
Remember, a Jedi can feel the Force flowing through him.
Dude, I'm doing some serious damage with old Ben Kenobi here. I'm not gonna lie.
Play nice.
What's up, Vito? Hope you're doing well.
You can't keep getting away with this!
Tiny little blonde girl sings rock, and live she blows the doors off small venues.
Yes, indeed.
Free Gray Seapaws. As soon as somebody sends me a link to we'll add it back to sound alerts. But it's gonna cost channel points. It ain't free.
Hello there.
Whatever you need.
It ain't gonna be free for a hot minute. I think that's good. I mean, shit, I might as well go put points at pickpockets.
I'm
Just in
getting
case
too
we need
old
to do
for
some
this
fingering.
now the Jedi are all but extinct.
Yeah, I
The
talk
Jedi
about
are
anything
all
for
but
more
extinct.
than 2 seconds.
What brings you out this
That's
far?
how it always is, man.
Hop, skip to it.
A midget wielding a ginormous halberd. I concur,
Gentlemen,
honestly.
wastes are not to be traveled lightly.
I concur, sir. Did we have +1 arrows? I don't think we do. Oh, fuck. Well, nobody can hit this thing but me and Kagain. That's annoying. Surely Kagain doesn't get hit immediately and die instantaneously, right? Ain't no way that happens, right?
So what I told you is true.
Ain't no way, right?
Remember, a Jedi can feel the
Okay.
Force flowing through him.
Is this a midget meetup? Yeah. What, you don't like manlets?
Smile.
Chat, he doesn't like manlets. Did you hear that? Are you gonna take that, friends in the chat? Are you gonna let him get away with saying something so wrong and evil? Use the halberd to pole vault? That would actually be kind of cool. And that's what I always imagined, like, mastery and grandmastery being, right? Is doing, like, absolutely crazy shit with your weapons, right? If you're fucking a grandmaster of two-handed hammers, you, like, put the hammer on the ground and use it like a fucking... like Neo did with the fucking pole in the Matrix. He just spins around on it, doing tons of damage.
You must do what you feel is right, of course.
Evil, that's right. He was a pupil of mine before he turned to evil.
Right, of course.
Six party is part. What could go wrong? I mean, once we get Stepsis, she'll hit HLA, so it's fine. Oh, at least 180 centimeters. Exactly. Exactly, dude. I'm still mad about Michael Jefferson, honestly. That actually kind of hurts me. I still can't believe it. What is the deal with Kagan that he can't pronounce his own name? I don't know, dude. I don't know why Kagan always called himself Kagan and not Kagain, but spelled it that way. But you can ask the Germans why they pronounce Mueller Miller. It's weird. Mazzy killed us. It should be Mazzy into Stepsis. Or, it should be Yan into Stepsis and Mazzy into Step Bro. We're taking both our steps. We're taking both Step Vaporeons.
Jungle and wastes are not to be traveled lightly.
Okay, Will Smith takes the Neo. Wait, was Will Smith actually offered the part of Neo before Keanu Reeves? Oh god, can you imagine how much worse the Matrix movies would have been if fucking Will Smith was the one playing it? That would have been so awful. Oh my god. Could you fucking imagine?
Leave that to me.
Will Smith punches an agent in the face and goes, "Welcome to Earth." Oh, God almighty. Ugh, Uncle Morpheus. Oh, my God. That would have been extremely painful. He picked Wild Wild West instead. I don't even know, dude. I can't imagine anyone but Keanu Reeves doing it. I really can't. It just sounds like it would be dreadful. Extremely painful. For you. Alright, what if they got a... Oh my gosh. How did I click this? This is so sad. There we go. What if they picked Alfonso Ribera instead? Carlton from The Fresh Prince. I think that actually would have still been a great movie. Alfonso Ribera knows what's up. I think the real difficult question that I think is on the tips of everybody's lips, but nobody has the balls but me to say, Nicolas Cage or Will Smith, chat?
We must be cautious.
Nicolas Cage or Will Smith? That is the question here.
So what I told we must be cautious.
Now, I think we can all agree that Nicolas Cage is the worst actor of all time, while Will Smith is the same character in every single movie he's ever played. He is always the Fresh Prince.
Move along. The Force will be with you, always.
It's tough, honestly. It's actually a really difficult question. I don't know. I don't know which is the correct answer here. Nicolas Cage is a great actor. He is the exact same in every single movie he's ever been in the history of the world. The exact same facial expressions, the exact same mannerisms. He is literally the same. Nothing changes. In every single movie, you could replace Nicolas Cage, and the movie is instantly better because you have a real actor. You mean completely different? No, I mean the exact same. It doesn't matter if it's fucking National Treasure or fucking Lord of War or fucking whatever he's ever been in, he's always the same.
Always.
His face looks the same, his eyebrows are in the same spot, doing the exact same thing every single time. You may not like it to hear the truth, but it is the truth. He can't act, I'm sorry. Especially when he gets mad, that's when it's really noticeable. When Nick Cage is mad is when it's particularly egregious. And it's just fucking awful. Absolutely dreadful. But notice how defensive Chad gets when you tell the truth about Nicolas Cage. And their little bubbles pop. Damn, that's not true. That's impossible. Sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I really am for ruining Nicolas Cage for you, but go back and watch his movies again, man. Go back and watch his facial expressions in the movies. It's always the same. The same voice, the same tone, the same everything. I'm going to go ahead and say it. I'm going to go ahead and say something that people aren't going to like to hear, but it's the God's honest truth. Will Smith may be the same character, but at least he is a character.
The Jedi are all but extinct.
Who's the Van Wilder guy? He played the fucking Deadpool. Who's the Ryan Reynolds? He is also the exact same character in every single fucking movie. But again, like, he and Will Smith at least are playing a character. Unlike Nicolas Cage, who is playing as Nicolas Cage. Yeah, I don't think there actually is a worse actor than Nicolas Cage in Hollywood. I don't think there is. His acting career is family connections. That makes total sense, Major Malfunction. It makes absolutely total sense, because he is literally the same in everything. Multiple characters is Leonardo DiCaprio. I disagree. I think there's a lot of actors who can play multiple characters. You say the same about a lot of actors, and you can, Kamaya UK. A lot of actors in this country aren't picked because of their incredible acting ability. They're picked for other fucking reasons. I'm not going to argue and say that Hollywood is a popularity contest, but in a lot of ways it kind of is when it comes to picking actors for movies. That really is just how it is. You know? That's really is how it is. And it especially goes for female actors as well. It's not restricted to male actors. They do the same thing. The same actress keeps popping up in movies, and that was actually who I was going to say, Cub Zero. She has been picked over and over again for movies, and she does a terrible job in all of them, right? Like, she's not good. But you'll see the same actor and actress pop up over and over and over again and do a bad job in every single movie, and you just feel like they could have picked anybody off the street, and it would have been better.
The Jedi
you know?
are all but extinct. You must do what you feel is right, of course.
Really good, underappreciated. I think the thing that's holding him back the most is his voice, Sulkit. And that ends up being extremely similar, whether he's Legolas or Pirates of the Caribbean. But as far as his facial expressions goes, he definitely got Nicolas Cage beat. That's for damn sure. But, yeah. Yeah, Gary Oldman. No, there's Morgan Freeman. No, there's a ton of actors who can act. It's not just like 80-year-old fucking theater actors who can play multiple characters. There's a lot of actors in Hollywood who are very good at acting, but they don't get picked all the time. And you can only do one movie at a time, too. It's very busy when you're on set. Otherwise, maybe they would pick the same good actors and not shit actors. But like I said, I know chat doesn't like to hear the truth, but it is the truth. You know? Yeah, you compare Christian Bale to fucking Nicolas Cage, and it's like, dude, come on. Are you even memeing? Just say acting isn't that hard? I think there has to be a certain amount of believability and variability in your acting, but there's also people who just play themselves and it comes across as entertaining. You know what I mean? There are people who play themselves and it comes across as entertaining. Like fucking James Earl Jones. Like, he's not going out of his way to modify his voice. His voice is just great and just excellent. You know? That's just the way it is. Dude has a fucking great voice.
Yes, indeed.
Dwayne Johnson is
Look
the
at the
worst
strength of
actor.
your body.
I don't think The Rock is
The desire in your
a
heart.
terrible actor, to be honest.
I gave you this.
I mean, he spent fucking years of his career doing wrestling, which a big part of that is acting. Being extremely fucking fit and acting. I don't think he's the worst thing in Hollywood at all.
You funny looking.
That being said, if you ask me to name some movies with The Rock in them, I can't name many, but I applaud it. Dude, you guys act like I'm not being serious when I say this. I am dead serious when I say that Nicolas Cage cannot act his way out of a wet paper bag. It's just the way it is. I'm sorry.
The Force will be with you, always.
With my usual.
Who's your favorite wrestler? I would say my favorite of all time is Crash Holly. Crash Holly was an absolute fucking Chad. The defending the hardcore belt 24/7 was to me the most enjoyable shtick of wrestling of all time. Straight up. Crash Holly is easily my favorite. And then my top 5 wrestlers that are always entertaining. Booker T. Crash, obviously, like I already said. Chris Benoit always had great matches. I mean, there's a lot of wrestlers who always had excellent fucking matches. You know what I mean? Excellent matches. And then there were other wrestlers whose matches weren't as awesome, but were just really fun, stupid characters, right? So it's tough to say. Those are the days. I loved that shit, man. How do you determine who wins in a fake fight? It's all for the persona and shit. It's all for the memery. Whatever's fun, whatever's fucking... I mean, sometimes they plan out shit way in advance to plan for a WrestleMania and build a rivalry in beforehand, but they have, from what I understood, I've only talked to one wrestler in real life, which was Devon Dudley. Dude was super nice, super awesome, and I got to talk to his wife more because I worked with her all the time while Devon's out wrestling, and so I would ask her shit all the time about, you know, how much control did they have over their character, and apparently they have quite a bit control, at least at the time, over their shtick, right? Like their stage name, their mannerisms, how they wanted to act and portray themselves, etc. How much screen time they got was always an executive decision, right? That was all like Vince or somebody else deciding on whether or not they would actually even be doing anything. So that kind of sucked. Because Vince had a massive boner for certain characters, while others I feel like were just woefully underused. You know what I mean?
The Force will be with you.
WrestleMania got more
always.
planning in the new Star Wars trilogy. It kind of did, though, didn't it?
Hello there.
Inside info from Dav. Secrets. Insider secrets.
I'm gonna work out some
The
anger
Force
on
will be
you.
with you.
Also, apparently, Bubba Ray is a fucking dick. I've never met Bubba, but based on what I heard, Bubba is just an asshole while Devon's a fucking saint.
I'm
Devon's
too
a
old for
fucking
this sort
saint.
of thing.
Oh,
Devon was super fucking nice. Can't say enough good things about him. Only met him fucking twice.
Now the Jedi are all but
We got to hang out with him only once, but dude was just fucking super polite. Devon's wife was white, proving wrong. She is. I know her. I worked with her for like a fucking year and a half. Bubba's a huge douche. Yeah, that's what I heard.
In my experience, there's no such thing as luck.
Which one was the most popular? They always did a tag team thing. I don't know if they ever had a single match solo with that fucking stage name that they had. I don't know. I mean, if somebody in the chat might correct me. I didn't watch much wrestling after 2000.
That's to me.
It was the Attitude Era that I really got into it. Me and my brother would watch SmackDown and Raw pretty regularly. And playing the video games is also a big part of it, too, because the games were super popular, at least here in America. Acting and wrestling? Well, there's out-of-combat skits and sketches, kind of, that things that people would do that is just ridiculous. Like fucking Booker T and Stone Cold getting into a fight in a fucking grocery store. Like, just beating the shit out of each other while knocking shit off the shelves. You know, stuff like that. And then also you have, like, the Macho Man interviews, right? The cream of the crop rises. I mean, if wrestling is fake, absolutely. But that doesn't mean that the people who are wrestling don't have to be in exceptional physical condition. And it's not just them rolling out of bed and putting on their fucking uniform and jumping in the ring. There's a lot to it, for sure. There is a lot to it, and you're underselling them horrendously by saying they're on par with actors. Like, imagine acting, but actually having to be physically fit, too. And I would go ahead and say, I think more wrestlers have a better believable acting than actors in Hollywood. Please play this. What's this? He didn't manage to break the creamer once in that entire time he was doing all that shit with it. Those things are a little delicate. Unedited footage of Dev stream? I know, right? You gotta do it all in one take, no fucking mistakes? Yeah. And mistakes happen, for sure. Right? Imagine doing an entire wrestling match all in one take and doing it properly in justice. And not making people realize that you're not actually beating the shit out of each other. It's crazy, man. Yeah, exactly, Conan Morden. Exactly. They're not actually beating the shit out of each other, but it's still absolutely exhausting. Like, even if you just did fucking wrestling... How many people here did wrestling with their siblings, right? Like, just play wrestling with your fucking siblings. Doing that for even 15 minutes was exhausting. Right? You're a little fucking kid. You're not lifting a dude who weighs 300 pounds. It's crazy, man. Absolutely crazy. I've got nothing but respect for the OGs in the wrestling industry, for sure. I think most people do, though. It's very few people that are just like, who cares? They didn't do it. That's not hard. That's not wrestling. This is the South Park one. Me and my brother weren't faking it. Hopefully you were faking some of it. You weren't actually tombstoning your brother. That would end poorly. All too easy. People don't respect the business staff. I think most people do. What businesses don't you respect, Chad? Is there really anything?
Act on instinct.
What businesses are like, I have no respect for anyone in this industry? Is there anything like that? Insurance business? Hey, I sold insurance. I sold insurance. Lawyers? It's hard to argue with that one, honestly. Our legal system could definitely use some fucking work. Debt collection? I mean, if you're in debt, you kind of need to pay your debt. There's a lot of people who don't pay their debts in this country, who take out loans and just don't pay it. And if everybody did that, then our country would collapse. You know? What about e-thoughterry? You don't have respect for the amount of work it takes to make that booba just the perfect position and bouncy and all snuggly warm, cuddling together? You don't have respect for that, dude?
Leave that to me.
For putting on all that makeup and contouring? You don't respect that, dude? Seriously? Chet, this one time, I knew this one chick who had really big boobs, and I respected the hell out of that. And the fact that you don't upsets me. The fact that you don't respect that upsets me. I can't believe you'd say that.
You must be cautious.
Influencers? What is an influencer? Like, serious question. What the fuck is an influencer? Is that a paid position?
I don't want to talk.
What do you do? I'm an influencer. Yeah, but what do you do? I influence. Yeah, but like, How do you pay your bills? That's what mommy and daddy are for. What do you mean, how do I pay my bills? I don't have any bills. I don't know. I have a hard time understanding what an influencer is. Who can influence the masses through their content. Oh, so they're a content creator. They're not an influencer. They have influence, but their position is the creation of content. As in, if they are no longer creating content, they are no longer getting paid. They can still go around influencing, but yeah. You know what I'm saying? You picking up what I'm putting down? I think we're on the same page now. Am I an influencer, chat? Have I influenced you in some ways? Do you no longer support the Beatles? Do you think Nicolas Cage is a subpar actor? Am I an influencer?
Jungle wastes are not to be traveled lightly.
I doubt it.
Force will be with you, always.
Wrote products for money? Oh, I see. Oh, it's mostly advertising. I see. I still see my sister as family.
The Force will be with you.
As she is,
always.
dude. The thing is, you gotta understand, is that my sister is not just my sister. She is the love of my life, the mother of my children. She is so many things, you know? So many things to me. And I would assume that your sister is too. You know?
To be traveled lightly.
Ray Cage, you're just trying to be an edgelord? It is not an edgelord thing. It's my god-honest opinion. I have never seen Nicolas Cage do a role where he cannot be replaced by literally anyone else in Hollywood and make the movie better. He is, in every single movie, the exact same. No changes whatsoever. Like I said, National Treasure, Lord of War, doesn't matter what he's in. He is the exact fucking same. You may not like it, but it's the truth. And there are a lot of actors in Hollywood who are fucking like that. People always bring up Con Air as if it's this mystical, magical fucking counter-argument. I stand by what I said, man. I stand by what I said. There's a lot of fucking actors like that in Hollywood who just play the same character in every single fucking movie. Like, Will Smith was the example, right? Ryan Reynolds, same thing. Like, it doesn't matter. What other Ryan Reynolds movies are there? Waiting, exact same character. Exact same mannerisms, exact everything's the same. You know? But at least Ryan Reynolds is a funny dude outside of movies. Nicolas Cage plays Nicolas Cage, and I don't think anyone can play Nicolas Cage better. Alright, you got me. I admit defeat.
Jungle and wastes are not to be traveled lightly.
You rate Ryan Reynolds over Nicolas Cage? Yep. Ryan Reynolds is unironically more intelligent than Nicolas Cage, and even though he's typecast and plays the same dumb character in every fucking movie, at least he's not playing fucking Nicolas Cage. That alone makes him better. That alone makes Ryan Reynolds better.
Wastes are not to be traveled lightly.
The people bring up Con Air to him, as he should. As he should. Do you think Dab is sponsored by anti-Nicolas Cage propaganda? Yes, that's exactly what it is. Try to Nicolas Cage is a bad actor. I don't know if he's a bad actor or not, or if he's actually just playing that character, but it seems to me and comes across to me based on every single thing and interview I've seen with him and other out-of-context things that he is in fact not playing a character. He is just being Nicolas Cage. And if that's the case, then yeah, he's a bad actor. If that is the case, then yeah, bad actor. Dev is sponsored by Lil Nicholas. Lil Nick Cage. Yeah.
Jungle and wastes are not to be traveled.
It actually makes the... Yeah, and that's how I really do feel. Like, I really do feel that if you take his movies and put somebody else who can actually act in Nicolas Cage's place, the movies will be better. Like, I'm really serious. Take every role he's been in, replace him with Christian Bale or somebody or Gary Oldman, and the movies are actually better. Like, they just are. Like, they are. They really, truly are. Agreed. See? Finally, there's some sensible people in the chat who can actually agree with the streamer. Do we have True as an emo? We need to add it so we can officially become an Asmon Gold stream. Is True an emote? We can't search for True, apparently. There's Truge. I don't know if this really works, honestly. Yeah, this is not working at all. Yeah, we'll need to search somewhere else for true emote, I guess. But, yeah, seriously, true. True! Even Ghost Rider? No exceptions, my friend.
In my experience, there's no such thing as luck.
No exceptions. I think Alec Guinness would have actually made every movie Nicolas Cage was in better, too. Like, even when he's dead, right? Like, even in the more recent films, Alec Guinness has been dead for, like, 20 years. Just a corpse propped up, Weekend at Bernie's style. Still better than Nicolas Cage. Still better than Nicolas Cage. Yeah, I heard Christian Bale prepared for Batman by beating up fucking criminals at 2 o'clock in the morning. Vigilantism. He prepared himself for the role by watching the Death Wish series over and over. Who is your actual all-time favorite actor? I don't think I have a favorite actor. I don't. I think somebody who I always enjoyed. I don't know, honestly. I don't think I really have a favorite actor. Monica Bellucci? Who the fuck is that? I don't know who this is. I trust you. But there's a lot of actors who, like, I don't think I've seen them in a movie that I dislike. Jim Varney. Dude, Jim Varney was great as a kid, man. I don't care what anyone says. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. Jim Varney. I'm sorry, man. Always be 10 out of 10. Always 10 out of 10. Ernest Goes to Jail. I think I watched that movie like 10 times as a kid, man. Straight up. Ernest was fucking hilarious to me when I was a little kid. The fucking eating the pen scene in Ernest Goes to Jail was like... I think I watched that like 20 times. It was so funny. Ernest Goes to Candlekeep. Dude, we need an Ernest soundboard. Every time he gets fucking... He's about to die, he's just like, burn! He just starts yelling to Vern. Oh, that'd be so good. Can you kick Jahira and keep Khalid without leaving all two? You can kill Jahira or go lock her in a room or somewhere. Jack Nicholson? Jack Nicholson was pretty good. Charles Bronson, when we were talking about Death Wish, he was in a lot of movies that I enjoyed. Let me Google Christopher Walken. Christopher Walken is pretty good in a lot of movies. Best actor of all time. I'm going to Google this and see what pops up. Al Pacino? Leonardo DiCaprio pops up. That's interesting. Robert De Niro. Tom Cruise? Really? Humphrey Bogart. Okay, I could see that. He was in a lot of shit. Clark Gable, Clint Eastwood, Robert Downey Jr., Liam Neeson. Yeah, I don't know if I really agree with most of these. Anyways, Leonardo DiCaprio's there. Yeah. I don't know, man. Yeah, Liam Neeson is is the greatest actor of all time. Like, I don't know about that one, man. That is an interesting statement, to say the least.
Always.
Sure.
That is an interesting one, for sure.
Force will be with you. Always.
Pierce Brosnan. Now that is the fucking... That is brave and true. I think I personally have been inspired by The Architect. I don't know about you guys. The Architect is one of the... Ooh. That two-handed weapon style, boys. Fucking clapped those cheeks. God damn. Anyways, what were we talking about? Arnold? I think Arnold is definitely a better actor than Nicolas Cage, without a doubt. Not even close. Arnold doesn't have range in his voice, but he definitely has emotional range, unlike Nicolas Cage. Oh my god. Kagan's in trouble. Run, Kagan, run!
I'll do my best.
Run, Luke.
Go, Pestus. Why me?
Mel Gibson? I haven't seen a lot of Mel Gibson films. Robin Williams was great. I think Robin Williams I liked as a comedian more than an actor, though. But, I mean, Robin Williams was excellent.
This little one's not
The best Jumanji. The good Jumanji. Aladdin. Like I said, I definitely preferred him when he was high on cocaine doing comedy specials, but
Yes, indeed.
he definitely fucking did some pictures for sure that are up there. The only Jumanji? That's really the correct way of putting it, yeah. The thing is, as an idea, I didn't hate the concept of the Jumanji, the rock one and shit. I didn't hate the concept of another Jumanji of the game just showing up through time. Like, changing from being a board game to a video game. Like, the idea of it actually wasn't terrible, but the execution of the game itself was just... God, that was just awful. Who here saw the Jumanji movie?
Hello there.
And I don't even feel like it was even The Rock's fault. I don't feel like it was even The Rock's fault or Jack Black. I think Jack Black actually did fine. And The Rock for the same way. I think the fucking... The script was just shit. The script was... and execution was just terrible. Like, it wasn't their fault at all. I don't blame the actors in the slightest for that. I don't blame the actors in the slightest for that movie.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, it was 100% not their fault. Worse and worse turds come out of Hollywood these days. You're not wrong. And, like, it doesn't help that also, like I said, that Hollywood has turned into, like, this big popularity contest. Or just... Maybe it really is, like, fucking just garbage actors just sucking off producers for parts. Put me in that new Marvel movie.
Force will be with you. Always.
We must
I don't know, man. The only thing I can think of. Like, why else do you keep casting garbage actors? DeVaryn will be played by Danny DeVito? That's what I'm saying. I should play Danny DeVito, actually. I don't remember Arnold in a zombie movie. What was it called? Yeah, Arnold was competed professionally for a while. It's not who you know, it's who you blow. Not wrong. Not fucking wrong. What was the zombie movie that Arnold was in? Because I've seen, like, every zombie movie, and I don't remember him being in one at all.
Leave that to me.
For a long time now? Yeah, it's pretty sad. I don't know why there's still no competition for Hollywood, to be honest. Like, they have been churning out garbage for decades now. Just awful movies. Just terrible. I'm actually kind of... I unironically feel that the rise of Twitch and streams on the internet a big part of that is due to the fact that TV in Hollywood has gotten nothing but worse. TV in Hollywood has gotten worse and worse and worse over the years, not better. And I think that has led to a big rise of streamers as a whole, where people like choose Twitch over television. Like, are you gonna watch, Fox's lineup for this season? No, I'd rather, watch Dav and then watch a VTuber and then watch Artosis or whatever the fuck, you know what I mean? Like, no meme. I think Twitch, if Twitch started in the 90s, like if internet was good, I don't think would have been nearly as successful. Like Twitch had to start fucking a decade later. Straight up.
You must do what you feel is right.
Otherwise, I don't think it would have done nearly as well. Not even close. Greater any TV? That's what I'm fucking saying, dude.
Now the Jedi
That
are
is
all
what
up.
I'm saying.
Yes, indeed.
Second monitor content. And used to be that way, man. Has some bangers now and then. Yeah, and some do watch what some are now and then shit will pop up out of nowhere that you're like, hey, this is pretty good. Like, I don't think No Country for Old Men was like God's gift to cinema, but that fucking came out of fucking nowhere. Turned out to be a pretty fun movie. Like, every now and then, like, there's something good to come out of this god-awful part of this country. But it's definitely, definitely rarer than it used to be. I don't remember the last time I was like, oh, dude, I can't wait to go see this in theaters. And that was something you said in the fucking 90s, man. Going to the movies in the 90s was a fun experience as a kid. Spend a few quarters at the arcade, get some popcorn, go and watch a movie with your friends. It's a good time, man. And nowadays, like, I could go and look. It was being more affordable helps. Movies playing near me. If I Google this right now, Ghostbusters: The Frozen Empire.
What is steel compared
Kung
to the
Fu Panda
hand
4.
that wields it?
Immaculate Imaginary. Love Lies. Bob.
Where is Michael?
Yeah, I'm just closing this tab right now. And sisters, thank you so much for the 19 months, man. Really appreciate the love and support, dude. Thank you, dude. Thank you. It means a hell of a lot to me, dude. And hope you're doing well on this beautiful, fine, glorious day. Much love. He is dead, my friend. He got spootered. It was very tragic. He got spootered. I think a big part of it is your childhood. I do agree that as a kid, you enjoyed movies more, going to the theater more. But I also liked going to the movies as a date, too. Like, even when I was in my young 20s, I felt that going to the movies was still a great time out, man. Especially to the movie theaters. There is a theater that in Alabama that my sister, unironically my actual sister, I would take her to because they served alcohol. And so you would be watching a movie and you'd be able to order a drink and they would bring it to you during the movie. So like she could get a glass of wine and I could get a beer or a bourbon or something, and they would bring it out to you during the movie. And it was, honestly, it was kind of fun, and they weren't even expensive either. Like, they were reasonably priced drinks. And it was a lot of fun. And, like, it made the movies better, too, you know? And it's just, like, I don't know, man. Like, the movies coming out have gotten so bad that not even alcohol can save them. You know what I mean? Only in Alabama. I would have taken her out to fucking movies in Florida. We just weren't here at the time. But like, yeah, I don't know, man. I do agree that there is definitely a bit of nostalgia lens when you're looking at the movie theater as a little kid. It seems a lot more amazing. But I don't think that being an adult means you can't enjoy going to the movies at all. It's the quality of the films themselves that are the issue. 100%. 2012 is when cinema ended.
You must be
I might agree with that, to be honest. Moviegoing is super American. Oh, I would agree with that. It's a part of our culture.
You must do what you feel is right, of course.
It is absolutely a part of our culture. A big part of it is obviously the proximity of America to Hollywood.
This little one's not worth
You know?
the effort.
Like, if Hollywood was in fucking
Hop, skip
Berlin, for example, I think movies would be a bigger part of
Now the
European
Jedi are
culture.
all but extinct.
But in American culture, like, I'm trying to think if there's anything more iconic than a movie date in American culture for a teenager. Maybe going to, like, the old picturesque, like, going to a cafe and sharing a soda thing, but that was, like, from the 60s. But, like, for a long time, yeah, coffee is more iconic now. But back in the day, I wouldn't say a coffee date. I'm talking about, like, late 90s, 80s, even 70s, and probably still for most of 2000. I think a movie date was the most iconic thing you could do, and then after that, then it turned into coffee dates. Yeah, before then you had drive-ins too. Drive-ins were also a thing. Drive-ins weren't really a thing when I was growing up. I think they were kind of considered old-timey and memey. There's like a couple way out west, like in Arizona, but for the most part, yeah. Yeah, Blockbuster too was a thing. Like, Blockbuster sold popcorn and snacks too. They tried to make it seem like a cinematic experience, right? You go to Blockbuster, you rent a movie, and movies at home, man. Win-win, you know? Sales made up for cinema shortcomings? I don't know, man, because, like, I don't really see the difference between you having a DVD player and you having a VHS player. You're still watching a movie at home. You know what I mean? Like, people will argue that, well, Dad, you got Blu-ray and high def and all these things that make the movie experience so much better at home, and I will agree that there is a part of that, right? You know, I don't know about you guys, but our TV sucked. It was small as shit, sound quality was terrible, and nowadays, you don't really have those issues, right? You have a much bigger screen, way better sound quality. Like, you can go to Walmart right now and buy a really nice TV and spend a couple $100, and you're in, like, fucking great shape. You know what I mean? Well, back then, you could spend a couple $100 and get absolute trash, you know? Zoomer Streamer doesn't remember rewinding VHS? Yeah, because that took you a whole, what, 30 seconds? It wasn't like you had to sit there for an hour to rewind the whole video, bro. That took a minute tops. A minute fucking tops, bro. That didn't make any difference at all.
We must be cautious.
You're out of your mind if you think it did.
Yes, indeed.
Mom, get off the phone. I'm trying to play RuneScape. I didn't play RuneScape on dial-up. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. Please be kind, rewind. They had these special rewinding machines at Blockbuster. Did you guys ever see those? They had this special gadget doohickey machine thingy that would rewind videos. It was really weird looking. But, yeah, like, I mean, I think my TV was probably about the size of my monitor. The one I had in my room, eventually, when I was a teenager, was 100% smaller than my monitor. Straight up. It was smaller than my monitor. I think the TV we had in the living room was literally about the size of my monitor. I think it was 30-something inches. And I think my monitor right now is a 32-inch monitor. VHS boo-boo would get distorted on pause.
We must be cautious. Now the Jedi are all...
I got some booba VHS stories. By myself as well, right? Yeah.
You must learn. We must be cautious.
I didn't have one. I didn't find the purpose. If you already had a VHS player, there's no point in buying a machine. It was something specifically for Blockbuster so they could, like, rewind tapes faster. Like, if there's, like, 50 tapes in the Dropbox and they're all unrewound, you'd be able to rewind them that way. That's big. Yeah, it is. You know what else is big? My love for you, friends in the chat. Thank you guys for tuning in and being here and listen to me rant about old school things and us enjoying ourselves on this wonderful Weeb Wednesday. God bless, my friends. Hope each and every one of you guys are doing well and living the dream. Much love. Penis-shaped love? Well, of course. It's for Chad, after all. You can spot all the booba bounces. Always, dude.
We must be cautious.
I think I watched that one part in Airplane like 5 times when I was younger. When the booba shows up on the screen, you know what I'm talking about.
Jungle wastes are not to be
You know
found
what I'm
in
talking
that
about. Dev just enhanced experience? Exactly, dude. What a wholesome guy. I hope he doesn't have a weird relationship with his siblings. Exactly, dude.
Leave that to me.
Also, I'm gonna go and say it, DVD sucked. I'm sorry. If the movie becomes practically unwatchable and crashes your DVD player because it gets a scratch on it from some idiot taking it out with his fucking fingernails, like, that is a problem, because VHS didn't have that shit. Medj. I stand by it. I think DVDs sucked. I didn't like them. I did not like DVDs at all. Also, I don't own Blu-ray. I've never actually owned a Blu-ray player. I don't even know what it entails. VHS tapes can get eaten by machine. That was extraordinarily rare. I think I've seen that happen once. But that is true. That the tape from the actual tape could get ripped out of the tape, and it would turn everything into a fucking mess and take forever to fix and get out properly, and the VHS was usually in bad shape. But I think I've seen that happen once. Well, I can tell you right now that I own Jurassic Park on DVD. Couldn't watch it because it crashed at the same part. And there was at least a couple other movies that were literally unwatchable and would crash the DVD player. Oh, and especially, do you guys remember having a DVD player come with your computer and trying to watch DVDs on your PC, and that would crash fucking the media player? Do you guys remember that? Watching DVDs on your PC and it crashing the media player? That shit was even worse. Drove me fucking nuts. That's why I started torrenting shit in the first place. Because I was so sick of DVDs not fucking working. Yeah, and that was the same for me, Forgotten Myth. My disc 2 for Baldur's Gate was fucked. And we would crash every time we entered Nashkel because of it. VLC was a savior. It really was. I still don't know why Windows Media Player even exists, honestly. It's so ass.
Yes, indeed.
Adding subtitles from another file. Worth. Couldn't watch imported shit. I don't know. It'd crash less in Baldur's Gate now, without a doubt. If you play the original Baldur's Gate, you know what I'm talking about. The original Baldur's Gate had a lot of crashes and bugs. The only time we crash at Baldur's Gate now is in like 3 areas in Baldur's Gate 1. We will always have a crash, and that's it. Well, in the OG, man, you could crash all over the place, bro.
Cautious.
All over the place. Yeah, because you had to switch CDs because nobody had fucking enough space to install Baldur's Gate. Unless you were, like, using your parents' CPU, who also were enthusiasts. Full cell installation never crashed. I had lots of bugs and problems with the original Baldur's Gate. It was only after they started patching that BG really became quote-unquote playable.
Will be with you, always.
But once Tales came out, it was actually pretty decent, I should say. Hard drive was like 8 gigs back then? Yeah, dude. And half of that was fucking Windows and shit, right? I think Warcraft 2 was like, took up 20 megabytes of space. And then you compare that to the original Baldur's Gate, which is like 3 gigs or something for a full install. It's like, what the fuck, bro?
Brings you out this far.
Oh no, it wasn't an operating system issue, Legion Grey. It was the fact that the game itself was just... It was a massive game and it had bugs. And again, God forbid any of your CDs were scratched. Loves a crash in the graveyard, yeah. And to be fair, that might be a mod thing too, right? Because the original Baldur's Gate, I wasn't playing with mods. I was just playing the game, bro. It's like fucking 10 years old, you know? You don't fucking have mods.
So what I told you was true. From a certain point of view.
But it wasn't an operating system issue at all for the original Baldur's Gate. It was the game itself.
Ooh, I'm gonna
Leave that
work
to
out
me.
some anger on you.
Humongous install. Oh, yeah, now you got games like Baldur's Gate 3 taking up like 150 gigs or something on your PC. It's just insane, right? BG with OG binder was sweet. That's awesome, man. Look at her dragged on concrete. Yeah, I don't even know where mine are. They're locked in the closet or a box somewhere in storage. Feels good, man. Feels good indeed.
Move along. We must be cautious.
Ooh, I'm gonna work out some anger on you.
Ow!
Yes, indeed.
Man, just clapped my little cheeks for way too much damage. Loading screen art was cool. I think a lot of games actually went out of their way to make the loading screen something interesting for you to look at, and I like that too. But you know what's better than looking at a cool loading screen? Not having a fucking loading screen. Especially since some games had problems loading the loading screen, so all it did was make the game take 10,000 times longer to play, and it was just a huge pain in the ass. Do you guys remember some of the old PlayStation game loading screens? Like the OG Resident Evil and shit? Like, every time you open a door, there was like a loading screen on Resident Evil and stuff like that. But I remember certain games had problems loading the loading screen. I remember my Draken the Ancient Gate had an issue loading a certain loading screen, and it just took fucking forever for certain places to load, and it was just so annoying. Because, like, if all they had to do is not have a loading screen, just have a little fucking nothing, just a little loading in the corner of the screen, and everything would have been fine. What are you planning on using? We'll probably use Dragon's Breath, the Black Mist, and the Ravager. Every time you open a door, I don't know if I can find... I might be misremembering. It might be a different game, but I am 99% sure that the Resident Evil, when you open a door, there is like a door opening loading screen. Yeah, there's like this shit. You know what I mean? It's obviously a video of all the doors doing like opening and doing like a little loading screen. But yeah, like I said, I'm pretty sure that was the case. I might be just completely brain damaged, which is possible. It is entirely possible. I'm pretty sure there was. Oh, there was? Yeah, okay, good. Yeah. I'm not misremembering. I'm not as crazy. Back in my day, we used to play Donkey Kong, and he threw barrels at you. Yeah, okay, Grandpa.
None are better.
All right, Dev, sure. Yeah, sure they were, buddy. You okay there? Door skip mons, yeah. Isn't the Ravager a little bit dangerous? I'll have good saves. I'm a manlet.
But not because you told me to.
I'm a mighty manlet. I'm not really worried about going crazy. Don't forget Saravok was a filthy human with shit saves.
You must do what you feel is right, of course.
Damn it, it would work. That's fucking great. Who here remembers blowing their cartridges? And I remember rubbing my CDs at times with like my shirt or some shit. I think we actually had a game cleaning set. It was like this weird cloth and liquid that you would put on CDs to clean them, to make them run better. And I swear, like, it worked for almost everything. And then one game, like, we legit ruined by doing it. It's hilarious. Yeah, but I mean, it was just awkward giving cartridges a blowjob, right? I must have blown Super Mario RPG like at least a dozen times.
Let go your conscious self.
Dozens of times.
Instinct.
A lot of blowing and rubbing in the old days. So true. Ow. Please don't. You still have to do that? Yeah. Only a master of evil.
I'm getting too old for this sort of thing.
We called it Game Shark. Maybe Game Shark and Game Genie. I used to make codes for Game Genie. Game Genie was like the only time that I ever experimented. I didn't bother with Game Shark because it was shit, but I made a bunch of fun codes for Game Genie.
Yes, indeed.
For video games that just made the game super fun. I did I made an infinite weapons code for Robot Chick, or not Robot Chicken, sweet mother mercy. Rock and roll racing. And so you could just ride around and just fucking light people up the whole time, and it was hilarious. Like, somebody would die, they would spawn, and I would just shove 10 rockets up their ass, they'd die instantly, and just do that over and over and over and over again, and that was good times.
So yes, indeed.
Good times.
That's someone
Good
else.
times, great oldies, Mix 105.1.
Because you told me.
But, like, the original code that came with the Game Genie for Rock and Roll Racing had an infinite weapons cheat, but it only worked for the first car. It didn't work for the later cars, so I had to, like, do some tinkering to figure out how to make it actually work properly. So it was fun.
Now the Jedi are all but
Early symptoms of dementia, man? What are you talking about, dude?
Hergen would speak at you.
Is the strategy gonna get it to work anymore? Oh, feels bad, man. Do you remember playing burned copies of games? Those are the... My first StarCraft copy was burned. And I think I used that for ages. Burned StarCraft. I think I had a burned Warcraft as well. Yeah, exactly. If you're wielding the Ravager, you can't kill your main. Easy clap. Big scratch on the final disc, crippling depression. Oh, that's so sad, man. I didn't have any issues with 9. It was usually pretty decent.
You must do what you feel is right, of course.
9 was my first real Final Fantasy, and it was fucking great. I love 9. I have nothing but a soft spot for 9 and Garnet's soft booty, which I think everyone does. You know, I think everyone has a soft spot for Garnet's soft booty.
You must learn the
Force will be with
Buddha.
you. Always.
Buddha butt cheeks. I don't think she can use this, right? Yeah, she's not strong enough. Big booty bitches. Big booty bitches, big booty bitches. You want hope? I don't really need it. I don't need none of this shit, actually. I don't even know why I'm here. Cloak isn't bad. Wouldn't mind this cock. And I go buy the cloak. Okay.
Hello there.
Play 6? Yeah, people keep telling me I need to play 6 for sure. Just type in random numbers?
Must
Yeah.
be cautious.
FF stream, though? Would I ever stream Final Fantasy? Would you want to watch me stream Final Fantasy? Maybe. Apply bonus to special HP, the effect of Celestial Fury? That's funny.
Leave that to me.
Civilization, he burned me a copy. Fuck yeah, dude.
Yes, indeed.
FF6 is worth a stream? What about FF9? What about FF10? What about some classic Waka and some Lulu Booba? Counter-Strike? I didn't know that. I don't know you could burn Counter-Strike. I know some CDs, a lot of later games started making like copyright measures. There's only some 90 games that I burned. Counter-Strike's pretty late. That's spicy. FF10 is worth a ban. I think what would happen is I'd get to Blitzball and be like, I don't want to finish the game anymore. I'm just going to do some Blitzball. Fuck that. What's up, Brother Force? Hope you're doing well, man. I might actually play 9. 9's worth a playthrough. 10 definitely isn't. But 9 is. Your sound card works perfectly. Do you guys remember testing your sound card for video games when installing? Good old days. Your sound card works perfectly. Your Play 8 too? I played 8 for 5 minutes and I never played it again. I could not get into it at all. I tried. Just couldn't do it. Boo, 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 boo. Excuse me. Good old Sound Blaster. Good old days, man. 5 minutes is not enough. I remember being annoyed by something and just turning it off. I don't remember exactly what it was, but I was annoyed by something and I was like, fuck this. I'm turning it off.
Rest easy, son. You've had a busy day.
What do you want? Da boo da boo. Logitech speakers, dude. Do you guys remember when your spirits would go and you'd go to Walmart and pick up another set of speakers for like $5? Because you listened to with speakers back in the day, not headsets. The classic days. The classic days. Alright, let's get a gamble here, boys. Boo, 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 boo. Alright, you got 1 minute, boys. Get in there. I love the hee-hee emote. It's so good. Know when to fold them. We need to get some fucking Kenny Rogers in here again, too. He has 4 charisma. I can't max every stat, dummy. What do you want me to do? Hit Control 8? Obi-Wan should have every stat max, though.
Leave that to me. I'm getting too old for this sort of thing.
I don't speak Spanish. What is that? Sorry, buddy.
You must do what you feel is right.
That's Spanish for the bandit tent, no deaths. There you go, buddy. That's Espanol. Espanol, as the hip kids say. Alright, Bret Hart's gonna play some music for us while we do this. Let's do it up.
Yes?
Sure.
Gentlemen wastes are not to be traveled like this.
Stretch out with your feelings.
All right. Why me? For the love of money.
Eh? What do you want?
Oh, too easy. Did we even get hit there? Oh my god. Is this a flawless victory, Bandit Tent, boys? Might be.
Ooh, I'm gonna work out some anger.
Not looking good for doubters.
Ooh, I'm gonna work out some anger on you.
All too easy. Wish Kagan would save like this when we fought the fucking sirens. Holy shit. Man, just walking through these weebs, not giving a fuck.
Hop, skip to it.
Kagan is the soft spot for sirens. I mean, I can't blame him. I'm pretty sure, like, sirens are canonically supposed to have, like, 25 charisma or some shit. You know what I mean? Like, supposed to be giga sexy. Like, they just say anything to you, and you're just like... No. I need your credit card. Anything for you, dear. Of course, my waifu. I still don't have the gym bag. Chat, remind me to go murder our favorite quirky fun free spirit after this. It's time for her to get clapped. We actually do this. Yeah, it's definitely the play. Okay.
Yes, indeed.
OnlySirens.com. I would sub to an Only Sirens. I would 100% sub to an Only Sirens booba. I mean, I saw what the Sirens look like in BG3. Like, goddamn. Binoculars, you know what I mean? OG Sirens are greater than BG3 Sirens. I do agree, but like, you can't pretend that the BG3 Sirens don't have quality booba. Some quality bird booba. You know what I mean? Some absolute quality bird booba. Birdba, one might even say. You should always kill Nira first. I agree. Not gonna do a request for Stone Skin? I absolutely could, but I don't think it's worth, honestly. You just don't need it. As a fighter Magoo, I have enough hit points to where I don't need to rely on Stone Skin, and I can throw a hat on too, so I'm uncrittable. I mean, because we absolutely could do requests. It's not terrible, but I'm not going to be able to use it until Baldur's Gate 2 anyways. And if we're in Baldur's Gate 2, I'm going to go and scroll and... yeah, just not necessary. Nira is playing Fortnite, you think so? Oh yeah, I've seen that rib round. Yeah, I saw that.
We must be cautious.
I've seen some interesting Twitch things. There's some chick who is playing video games while having like do you guys remember those old machines that you would see in like the 60s? It was like, it looks like a giant rubber band that's vibrating. You were supposed to like stand in it and it would like move your body, and it was supposed to like burn calories without you actually doing anything. And she had like one of those on her ass, and it was just making her butt jiggle like the whole time while she's playing video games or something. And yeah, they're really going like, you have to admit that the booba streamers are really innovative when it comes to content creation. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta admit, like, I never would have thought of that. You know? Never in a million years that I said to myself, that's what I need for my stream. Never would have thought of that. So, respect, honestly. Working hard to make your booba more interesting than the other booba. Because there is competition for booba, right? Like, when you look at being a streamer on Twitch, it ain't easy. Even if you do have quality booba. Because there's a lot of other booba out there, too. You know? Every single man in this chat has booba. You know? All of us have booba. All this entire planet is full of booba. What makes yours better than others? You know? What sets it apart? When are you going to play Baldur's Gate with that on? Probably never. I don't think that's happening. Do you want to see my butt jiggle while I play Baldur's Gate, chat? I can tell you right now. I need to work out more.
What is steel compared to the hand that wields it?
I had a nice ass at one point. I don't know what happened.
What you feel is right,
Did you, Dab? Where'd you put it? You should bring it in sometime.
Dagoth welcomes you, sweet Daviorn. While Michael Jefferson has faced his bitter, bitter end, perhaps he will have better luck on his incarnation. One day you will honor the 6th house and the tribe unmourned. Just don't bring a false copy of Sunder.
It didn't say Crurb, really? Thank you so much. Much love and God bless Zeldarun. Welcome back 25 months to the crew. Really appreciate it, man. Thank you, dude. Thank you. Hope you're doing well. on this beautiful, fine, glorious
We
day.
must be cautious.
I know what you're saying, Zelda. No worries, buddy.
I'm sleepy. Can we
I am a
have
master of the
Gentlemen,
English
waste
languages.
travels lightly.
I know the difference between past, present, and a dangling
But they
participle.
have an irritating habit of attacking in large numbers.
Asmund gold face on their butt. Ingenuity for sure. Based booba streamers. Do we want Corrin? Nah, we don't. Fuck Corrin. He's a loser. He's a Pepe loser. Oh, we still need a fuck ton of XP on Baloth. I guess we do gotta go do Durlags. Ugh. Ugh. Medge.
Move along. Leave
Getting
that
Black
to me.
Mist? I'm planning on it. I don't know how much often we'll use it. But I'm currently planning on it.
Waylaid by enemies and must defend yourself.
Yes, indeed.
I currently intend to do so.
Let go your conscious self.
Yes, indeed.
Act on instinct.
Oh my god, we actually charmed him. He didn't have shit for spells either. LMAO, nice one, human.
But not because you told me to. I'll do my best.
Hey, you guys want to hear a joke? Making your fighter a human. Classic. Classic memery.
Ooh, I'm gonna work out some anger on you.
Classic memery. Nice. Miss!
No, I'm not.
Miss!
You and other Jedi are all but extinct.
Boo, 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 boo. Human fighter is the best. I don't know about that. I think the breast fighter is a tiefling one. A tall, big mummy tiefling. Human fighter is canon, Dev. I remember when we had human fighters, shit. And you know what happened to them? I'm gonna ask you a serious question. I want you to respond honestly. Name a human fighter that ascended, boys.
Yes, indeed.
Green Goblin was not a human. George Michael was not a fighter. Strange when you think about it, isn't it, Chad? How strange. How peculiar, one might go so far as to say.
Adrenaline wastes
That we have
travel
never
lightly.
once seen a human fighter ascend. Skill issue? I see. Isn't all male really male the dead? It's true. It's true. User error, skill issue. You guys are mean. Chat, stop being mean. Oh, I forgot we didn't kill these people yet. Shit. Let me go actually prepare myself appropriately for this epic battle.
Dear Master of Evil, God. Hello there.
Conan should have. I agree. I think we've had more than one Conan. I think Bane should have too.
We must
I
be
think
cautious.
Bane's death was also
I'm
a
getting too
tragic
old
one.
for this sort of thing.
If anyone
Someone
remembers.
else who thinks why.
Django, Boofy, and Bogu have done it. Pff, they're just making up words. I've never heard of any of these people. Never heard of it. Never heard of any of these people. You're just making up shit, buddy, and I'm not falling for your dirty memory. Imagine shooting an ice lance at Allura and it doing absolutely fuck all. Jeff, what have you read the readme? Fuck the readme. I'm not reading that. Conan had a good shot. I mean, Bane literally died on a Melisson. Right?
What brings you out this far? We must be cautious.
Bane literally died to a Melisson. More than once. What armor are you using? At the moment, I'm just using some random robe. I think this is just the Robe of the Evil Archmagi. I don't know what my plan is for BG2 armor. Might use the Drow mail. Not entirely sure, honestly. I'm not using Vecna. There's no reason to give Vecna to this fucking character.
You must be loving this.
It might be an Airy Vecna angle, actually. In all likelihood, I should be giving it to Stepsis, because she's the only one who's actually going to be able to Horde Wilting. I literally can't use Horde Wilting, right? There's no reason to give it to my character.
With you, always.
It might be an Airy angle for Vecna. It might actually be an Airy angle.
I'm gonna work out some
But,
angle for you.
yeah, I'm not sure if I'm going to end up using the Elven Chain or the Drow Mail. One of the two.
Do what you feel is right.
Might give Stepsis the Shadow Master, and I might use the Drow Mail. That might be the play. Must do what you feel is right, of course.
The Force will be with you.
This little one's not worth the effort.
We're using Yon into Stepsis. Armor from HC's class? Yeah, we could end up using that. Wait, isn't that Bard only? I don't remember. I'm pretty sure the Bladesinger chain is Bard only. It's only the one from, the other two aren't. Like, the one that drops from the dragon is not Bard only. In the Elf City, that upgrades with 1 billion gold and gives you protection from non-magical weapons. I think that one's not Bard, but I'm pretty sure the Planar Prison one is Bard only. Yeah. Ari doesn't get Alacrity until 5 minutes before the game ends. Yeah, but Ari gets Project Image, and she's going to be doing 99% of the buffing, so... Yeah, that's what I thought too would do. That's what I thought as well. I'm pretty sure that, yeah, the Drow Cock Armor is super good. That's what I plan on using. I think it's going to be the play. I think I'm going to use that, and then we give the Amulet of Go Fuck Yourself to Stepsis, and then Ari will use Vecna, and that gives all 3 of our casters improved spellcasting speed.
You must do what you
Amulet of
feel is
Power,
right,
that's the word.
of course.
With my usual panache, I assume.
Yeah, AC is irrelevant because you're just going to use Shield anyway, and Shield's going to put your AC at fucking 4 and 6. So, it doesn't matter. Or 2 and 4, excuse me. So, this is better than any bracer you can get in
Do what you
BG1.
feel is right, of course.
The bracers +3 do not exist in BG1.
You
Oh
must
fuck,
be
I should have
loving
rested.
this.
Well,
You must learn
yeah,
the
and we'll
ways
use
of the
Spirit Armor
Force.
eventually.
We must be cautious.
But we're not going to get Spirit Armor in BG1 either. Yeah, I'm an Illusionist, so I can't cast
right,
it.
of course.
Stepsis or Ari will cast it on me.
With my usual panache, I assume.
Stepsis or Ari will be casting Spirit Armor on me.
Yes,
Mm-mm-mm.
With my usual panache, I assume.
indeed. Yes, indeed.
Yes, indeed.
All right.
Yes,
but
of
not
course.
Because you told me to.
Yes, indeed. Rest my eyes from all the explosions. Submitch my head. I actually kind of feel like playing an Orc Barb, because I wanted to try out the double
Yes, indeed.
double crit bonus, but... Where's Obi-Wan's lightsaber? We could always do a Black Blade swap, too. And use the Black Blade or something else. Or Black Razor. Actually, now that I think about it, if you are a fighter mage and you should benefit from true Grand Mastery, if we did Black Blade, doesn't it absolutely fuck for a fighter illusionist? Shouldn't it? I'm pretty sure all summons with this version of SCS we're using, Costanza, are two-handed weapons. So you can't benefit from your offhand. I know the tokens 100% are.
The Force will be with you.
But yeah, I won't put any points into Longsword, and we'll try it and see if it fucks. Because we're taking Step Bro and Keldorn, so we're gonna have 2 people using two-handed weapons anyways. I know it's categorized as a one-handed weapon epic, but I swear to God that SCS changed all summons to be considered two-handers, so you can't use your offhand as well. Like, I know for a fact that the 7 Mordekainen Blade is considered a two-handed weapon. You lose your offhand bonus. Yeah, it might. I know it's one-handed, but like I was just asking with this version of SCS, which you're not using, by the way, because you didn't update your game, right? We're on different versions of SCS, I'm pretty sure.
You must be loving this.
With a smile.
With my usual.
It's one-handed in this version too? Oh, okay.
Hop, skip to it.
Well, if that's the case and if it does work that way, then we should almost certainly use that. Getting Grand Mastery as a fighter is pretty heckin' pog.
Feel is right, of course.
Mage Thief, it's pretty good, but you don't benefit from the true Grand Mastery with it if you don't have a fighter ethos, I'm pretty sure.
So what I told you was true, from a certain point of view.
If you do not have a fighter ethos, you do not benefit from higher levels of mastery for some dumbass reason. I don't know why, but that was the way the game's coded, to my knowledge. So you know, a swashbuckler gets to be specialized in weapons. They don't get the extra half attack, which is hilarious. Only fighters benefit from the extra half attack. Shining Force Kurt, thank you so much for the 100 bits, dude.
Thank
Much
you for
love.
taking me
God
with
bless.
you. I never knew you would be doing such great things, and please change my name in the main command, where you will feel my wraith. Airy seal broken, rack attack.
Oh, that reminds me, we gotta go and fucking... It's Weeb Wednesday, boys. Thank you so much for the love and support, man. Thank you, dude. Thank you. Hope you're doing well on this beautiful, fine, glorious day. So that means we have to change to the actual Weeb voice. Even though there's a voice called Weeb, that's not the real Weeb voice. Alright, now we have the true Weeb. Going fresh the alerts. Yeah, it should be working now. Next time somebody puts in something, we should have the Weeb voice unless they change the voice. Works for all enemies too. Not like that matters. I mean, I think 90% of enemies don't have proficiencies at all because they're using like a claw weapon or some sort, right? Like dragons are attacking with their claws.
Leave that to me.
Boo, boo. Like, oh no. The Mind Flayer is gonna attack an extra fucking time. Oh, I know, but it only really matters in BG1 when everyone's a fucking humanoid using a weapon. What I'm talking about is when, like, a fucking dragon's attacking you with its claw, it's already supposed to be considered a fucking... It's already gonna be fucking capped at certain attacks anyways. Oh no. Oh no.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, almost every human has ridiculous proficiencies.
You must learn. Leave that to me.
And you have enemies like Cock running around with high fucking mastery while also being a Giga Fighter mage like Lamau.
Remember, a Jedi can feel the Force flowing through him.
A Jedi can feel the Force flowing through him, chat. Never forget.
With my usual panache, I assume.
I'm getting too old. What brings you out this far?
What is steel compared to the hand that wields it?
Edwin, thank you so much for the 16 months, man. Really appreciate the love and support.
They ask
Thank
you
dude.
how the
Thank
run's
you.
going, and you just have to say that it's fine when it's not really fine. But you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
Let's get into it.
Now the Jedi are all but extinct.
Thank you, dude. Really appreciate it, man. Hope you're doing well on this beautiful, fine, glorious day. God bless, friend. Watch Alora tank this hit and not fucking die, by the way, because she's just a Chad like that. Okay, run,
In
Alora.
my experience, there's no such thing as luck.
Run, Luke. Run.
You must be loving this.
Alright, Alora's in trouble.
What do you? You must
No.
exit stage left. You must be loving this.
Oh dear, he fucking lived. This is so not good for us now. Okay, no, this is fine.
Hop, skip to it.
With my
This is
usual
fine.
panache, I assume.
Hop, skip to it. Hey there, hi there.
Skip to it.
I'm about to hey there, hi there all over this dude's face, by the way. Alright.
With a
All too easy.
Now, Nava.
Whew. Alright, we're fine. Yeah, but none of that really matters.
Now the Jedi are all
Just
but
don't
extinct.
get hit and don't die, Epic. Like, I don't know why this is such a big deal for you. Just don't get hit and don't die. Like, it doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't matter if enemies have an extra 1,000 attacks and hit for an extra 1,000 damage. As long as you don't get hit and die, you're fine. Like, who cares? Oh, I forgot to pay out Bandit. Yeah, we took no damage. Nobody died. But thank you so much again for the love and support, man. God bless, dude. God bless, buddy. Stream started while I was at work. How dare you? I'm sorry. Isn't that a good thing, though? Don't you want to watch me while you're bored out of your mind at fucking work, hating your life? That's what I do. Actually, I never got the opportunity to do that. Every time I was at work, I had to actually work. I never got the opportunity to watch streams or anything like that. And I've always heard stories of people saying, look, I like to watch you at work. And I'm like, what the fuck do you do? How do you have time to watch me? I wish you... Fuck. Oh, yeah, people work from... A lot of people work remotely now. That's fine. Who was it in chat who said, I have your stream on, I'm a truck driver? So, thank you so much for the raid, my friend. Hope you had a wonderful stream. Much love, and God bless everyone. Hope you're doing well on this beautiful, fine, glorious day, and I hope 2024 is treating you well. Much love, and God bless, friend. Thank you, dude. Thank you. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Somebody said they were a truck driver, and is like, I put your stream on and watch it while I'm driving, and I was like, dude, please don't do that. Focus on the road, my guy. Focus on the road, my guy. That's why you rage quit all your jobs? It's so true, man. Obi-Wan Ascent, he's gonna do it, buddy. I have nothing but faith. Truck drivers, I mean, I understand that, like, having it in the background on is fine, but, like, if you are actively watching, like, a movie with subtitles, which requires you to look over at the screen and read what it's saying, like, it's a little dangerous.
Now the Jedi are all but extinct.
But as a pilot, though, that's what the autopilot's for. He's fine. He's got that. You've got your legs back, up like this, cruising. We're about 40,000 feet right now, and about halfway through my movie, and we'll be landing in the Dallas airport in about 2 hours.
Jungle and wastes are not to be traveled lightly.
Read the waiting launch orders.
Always.
As the hip kids say. Radio is installed in every car. Yeah, but you don't have to look at the radio the whole time while you're listening to music, my dude. They're two different things. Those are two very different things. It's dangerous. I've done it.
Leave that to me.
I'm just saying you shouldn't. I don't want to be held liable for this, alright? You gotta understand, unironically, I could see me in 2 years being sued. Twitch streamer sued for being watched and causing an accident because drivers were watching his stream instead of focusing on the road. You know what I mean? And then I get bankrupted. You take all $250 of my bank account, and now I'm destitute. Working the streets for money. Now my sister's children don't have a father because I have to resort to stealing and selling drugs. See how many lives you ruined? All you had to do was just follow a damn fucking train, CJ. Like, holy shit. All you had to do was follow the damn train, CJ. Good God.
In my experience, there's no such thing as luck.
Stay on target. That's what I'm fucking saying, man. Traffic hazard confirmed. I mean, I know a lot of people who get in accidents all the time. Not all the time, but, you know, they're just easily distracted people. You know what I mean? And they shouldn't be fucking driving. If only there is, like, a bureaucratic part of the government that would license people to drive. You know what I mean? Like, if you had to apply for a license to drive, and you had to take, like, an exam, both written and road test. Oh, well. It is what it is. Hey, what classes do you have on the main? I don't know. Probably 0.
Fetch me something to eat.
Yeah, 0. It doesn't matter. My C's are irrelevant.
Happy to help.
A license? What are you, a commie or just British? The worst part is, like, people get licensed, they still suck dick at driving, because the thing that kills me, I don't know if you guys, I don't know if it's the same for Europe, but you have to fuck up horrendously to fail your test in America. They go out of their way to make sure you get licensed, even as a teenager. I'm not gonna lie, I was doing the parallel parking shit, and I overshot it, and the dude grabbed the wheel and fixed it for me, and he just fucking passed me. He didn't care. He just didn't fucking care.
All but extinct.
He literally grabbed the wheel and was just like, corrected it, and I was just like, oh, thanks.
We must be cautious.
He's like, no problem. And then he said, all too easy. Then I realized it was actually Darth Vader giving me a test. Couldn't believe it. But, I know it didn't used to be that way. I know one of my aunts failed her test like 3 times, and they just failed her ass, you know? Jennifer's Kurt, thank you so much for the 100 bits, dude. Much love and God bless, man. Thank you, dude. Thank you. Oh my god, all our inventory is full. Appreciate it, man.
Listen, Crom, I have never prayed to you before. I have no tongue for it. No one, not even you, will remember if we were good or we were bad.
I pray for your little tiny ball soul. Woo-woo disismus for Adarak attack, Kafka god popcorn shash.
Oh my god, the voice change fucking confused the hell out of me. Thank you so much for the 100 bits, dude. Much love and God bless, man. Thank you, dude. Thank you. Hope you're living the dream and doing well on this beautiful, delightful, fine, glorious day. God bless. Just Florida things, maybe? I don't think I took my test in Florida. I think I was up north then. I don't remember. It was a while back. Back when dinosaurs roamed the earth. Ruled the earth. Ruled, same shit. Maybe she was just that shit? No, they told me exactly what she did. Like, she remembers one time she ran a stop sign. Another time, and the other 2 times, she fucked up parallel parking. But that was, again, like, that was back in the fucking 70s or 60s or whatever the fuck. You're just crazy? Yeah. You were allowed to have a friend in the car with you? What the fuck? That's so weird. We didn't have nothing like that. You were all alone. That's so strange. Less students you get after 50 years, you only have the easy ones left. I mean, I don't think taking driver's ed, if you are going to get your license and you fail, I don't think that's when you take driver's ed. You take driver's ed before you fucking do your driving test. You know what I mean? That's what I did. Like, I had driver's ed. And on the very first day, they took us out to the fucking highway, by the way. And, like, I was just fucking, like... Everyone's driving, like, 90 miles an hour, passing me on both fucking sides. And I'm like, why am I here on my first day? And he's like, well, we do the hardest stuff on the first day, that way everything gets easier. And I was like, I hear what you're saying, but that sounds incredibly stupid for all of us. What car is your training vehicle? I don't know. Just some crappy fucking 4-door. I don't remember.
Yes, indeed.
Drove around a big block. Yeah, we drove around in the neighborhood. It was just some crappy fucking sedan. That way you pay more to the government? Interesting. Yeah, here it's the opposite.
Move along.
Drive in the snow? That would have sucked. We didn't have driver's ed during then. We had it in the summer. Ford Crown, the police badge of honor. I remember,
That to me.
we had a partner. And, so he was always in the car with us. He was another student. And we would basically swap, right? Like, I would drive for an hour, then he would drive for an hour, and that was it, right? And I remember on the 3rd day, it was the 2nd or 3rd day, I knew it wasn't the 1st day, because we were doing highway, he backed up and hit a fucking police car. He wasn't paying attention, and he backed up and hit a police car. And the cop, and it wasn't like super hard, it was just a little bump, it was like not even a fucking scrape, right? And the cop gets out, and was like, are you fucking serious right now? And he was like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. Oh, it was so fucking funny. Imagine hitting a cop car in driver's ed, dude. It's the greatest shit ever. Perfect beginning of the career, yeah. Oh my god. I was laughing about that for like weeks. I don't think I ever let him live that down, honestly. Ugh, good times. There was some things at school that was actually fun, but most of school, like, was just awful, right? You're forced to learn against your will. And you're trying to have a conversation with your friends, and the teacher keeps telling you to be quiet and pay attention, and it's like, dude, shut up, Madge. I'm trying to talk to my bro about a video game I was playing last night. You mind, Professor?
Yes, indeed.
I'm trying to talk to my friend about saving the princess, buddy. Things that actually matter. Princess Peach isn't gonna save herself.
We must be cautious.
But he just didn't get it. Kept droning on and on about how important fucking some garbage ass. I think that was physics class. No, physics is something else. Never mind.
So let it be written.
So let it be done.
So let it be done.
As a fighter mage, we'll have like what? A dozen or so points. We'll be able to max a couple weapons because we can only get specialized, right? So it's a non-issue.
Happy to help.
Home ec was baller. Dude, I told you what we did in home ec, right? It was quite possibly the most fun I've ever had in school. Because, so home ec, at my school, when we did home ec, it was a rotation between home ec and, a shop class. You had to take both. You couldn't just do like one or the other. And you take shop for a couple months and you take home ec for a couple months. And the home ec class was entirely about a cooking bake sale thing. Kids would come to class, they would bake cookies and stuff for the bake sale. And there was jobs assigned at the very first fucking did we crash? Oh, people are typing F's. Everyone had to pick a job at the start, and everyone was like, I'm gonna be a baker, I'm gonna sell, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. And me and my friend were like, you know, we didn't care, right? It was shop, or it was fucking home ec, didn't care. And then we noticed that the two jobs that nobody picked were CEO and president. And so I was like, oh, okay, I'll be CEO. And he's like, okay, I'll be president. And what ended up happening, because we picked those two roles, and everyone already picked their shit and the teacher told them what to do, we didn't do anything. We legitimately did nothing the entire class. Every single day, we would just fucking make little footballs and, you know, flick them while the other person did this and pretended to be a goal. And that's all we did. And then when the bake sale was finally over, they gave me 50% of the profits, him 40%, and then the other 25 people in class split 10%. I made like 20-something dollars. He made like $20, and everyone else had to split like $5 amongst them. And I literally did absolutely nothing the whole time, and neither did he. And we were, and everyone in the class was just staring at us like we were Satan himself. Oh, it was so great. Proper life lesson. It's fucking hilarious to me. Absolutely hilarious. Our profits, comrade. It's like, that's when I goes. The CEO and the president get most of the money, man. And I think I ended up making an executive decision like twice. I think I did have to like do something once or twice. The teacher was like, as the CEO, it's your job to fucking make this decision. And I was like, I don't care. We'll just do that. She's like, all right. That's what you want to do. That's what we're doing. This is great. Classic home ec, get fucked. I told you guys, I found my grandmother's home ec homework. She ended up saving a lot of her papers from her school days, and the amount of work they had to do in their shit was absolutely amazing. I remember she got points taken off. One of her homework assignments was making a meal plan for her family. Planning breakfast, lunch, dinner, and dessert. and she had to make a balanced, nutritious meal that was different and delicious for every meal, and she got points taken off her homework because she had ice cream twice in 1 week for her meal plan. And I was like, holy fuck, there was actually a time when home ec was taken somewhat seriously, and like the teacher actually cared that you did something and learned something and got something useful out of this, because I didn't get anything useful out of my home ec experience aside from me and my friend walking away with like $20 in our pocket. We didn't do anything. I was like, holy shit, that's actually kind of useful information, right? Interesting. Balancing a fucking meal and balancing a budget. Like, these are useful things that people always bitch about not knowing what to do and how to do it. I was like, holy fuck. Different fucking times, man. Different fucking times. I actually had a blast combing through her old homework, just seeing how much times had changed. You know what I mean? They're all back in the 30s, yeah.
Now the Jedi
It's crazy
are all
shit.
but extinct.
Crazy fucking shit. Make chocolate muffins. We ended up making cookies with a Hershey's Kiss in the middle. It was like the easiest thing ever. Would you say it was a more civilized time? A more civilized age? But that was crazy shit, man. Absolutely fascinating going through the homework and seeing the differences in questions and critical thinking for science and mathematics and stuff. It's really fucking interesting. If your grandparents are around, chat, and they've got
Yes, indeed.
homework from the olden days, I'd recommend taking a look at it. It's actually kind of fun. 10 APR? Interesting.
You must do what you feel
That is
right,
interesting.
of course.
Ice cream every day, do I get minus points? It depends. Are you getting ice cream out of the freezer, or are you going to a place and buying ice cream? Because those are two different things. Well, like I said, the points were taken off for having ice cream. It was having ice cream twice in 1 week when she was told to add some variety to her desserts.
We must be cautious.
Smitch my head.
The Force will be with you. Always.
That's just lazy home economics, buddy. If you're having ice cream twice in 1 week, you are just lazy at home ec. I mixed pistachios and ice cream. I think she actually did something different with the ice cream both times. Like, one time she made a sundae, and one time it was like a banana split or something, and she got points off for that. It's funny as hell. Funny as fuck. And like, my home ec experience was an absolute joke in comparison.
We must be cautious.
Do Euros have home ecs friends in the chat? Or Americans who were born after the year 1980 something? Whenever the fuck I was born. Do they still do home ec these days? Why do they schedule so many meetings for you today? Just think of it, dude. Every second you spend in a meeting, you're not doing any actual work. You're not doing actual work. You're sitting on ass, doing absolutely nothing, getting paid to be bored, listen to some idiot droning on about nothing at all.
All but extinct.
Feels like I'm wearing nothing at all. Nothing at all. I always liked meetings because I didn't have to do any work. 2008? Holy shit. You're one of them there Zoomers. Actually, I think I graduated mid-2002, so that's actually pretty close to me. But yeah, we had it on the East Coast, not in the West. That's interesting. IT complain about meetings. Well, I had meetings at Geico, and they were always super obnoxious. We would listen to fucking some idiot from fucking higher level of corporate basically telling us to sell harder. And he's like, "Oh, thank you, sir. That was extremely helpful." Yes, very useful information. Appreciated. How? What do you mean, how? Well, you want us to sell better. How? He's saying it wasn't that recent? No, what I was implying is that that was around my time.
Yes,
I think I graduated then. 2008, 2007, one of those. Might have been 2006. Might have been 2009. My point was, I was asking because I know there are people in the chat of varied ages, and I was trying to find an age group different from my own, and that is, like, very close to my own, or might actually be mine. I don't know. That's what I was trying to find out here, my dude. And then I realized it was funny because I called him a Zoomer, and then realized, wait, that's about when I graduated. So. XD. XDDD, as the hip kids say.
Leave that to me.
Alright, we should be super close. Yeah, he only needs 1k now. So we go and knock out a couple ghoulies and ghasts.
The Force will be with you.
We had to make pillows and cookies. Making a pillow? How the fuck do you make a pillow? What? I mean, like, I'm assuming you just fucking stuff a pillowcase. Or, I don't know. That's so weird. People born in 2006 are driving, and that's fucked up. Agreed. You made pillows. That's wild. What did you guys make in shop class? Did you guys ever make anything useful? Or is it just giga useless shit? I don't think we made anything useful. I wanted to take a car class. And the car courses at my school were only offered to juniors and seniors. And I wasn't there for them, so I didn't get to fucking take a car class, which really sucked. I was always interested, but picture frames from plexiglass. We always had dumb projects in shop class. Like, we were given a piece of paper and a glue stick, and we're told to make something that can hold up a car.
You must do what you feel.
And basically, it involved, like, you baking the paper and wrapping it and making a certain shape and putting a buttload of glue on it and trying to hold up a car by putting it under a wheel. It was really dumb shit. We never did anything interesting. The few times we were allowed to play with the machines was always, like, making a very small block. Actually, now that I think about it, I made a puzzle box. I did make a puzzle box. That was actually probably the most interesting and the most fun we had, and actually got to use machines to make. Like, literally, like, fucking Pinhead's puzzle box, you know what I'm talking about?
Now the Jedi are all but extinct.
That was actually pretty fun. Because there were, like, these little tiny things that you'd pull in and pull out and push and shove to open up the box. That was actually pretty fun. I take that back. I forgot about that. Woodworking is a dying art. Carpentry, these roles, yeah. Machines. We live in the age of the machine. Where the machines do everything. I made a Herodric cube. Did you make the nipple chains? No, I didn't. Feels bad. Made catapults. I wanted to make a ballista, a small one for my class, and I had the thing there, and the teacher told me I couldn't do it because this is America, and the school would end up being held liable for me making it, even if I made it and sold it to some random dude 20 years later. And I was very butthurt about it. Honestly, I think I was butthurt about it for like a week, but it's the land of the free, right? I wasn't allowed to make a ballista or a catapult because, yeah. The teacher was a trebuchet kind of guy. What a loser, dude. Imagine making something with a giant counterweight at the end.
Careful, everyone.
Leave that to me.
I was like being a cuck, but for siege weapons. Changed my mind. Should have made a gun.
But not because you told
I don't think I would have ever been able to make something as complex as a gun, to be honest. The shit I made was very simple. Guns are extremely simple, but very complex at the same time if you're trying to make a modern one. Technically, all you need to fucking make a potato gun is just a fucking tube, right? But modern guns are more complex than people make it out to be. Make waifu body pillows? Oh, see, I never realized it, but you're right. If I had taken home ec with you guys, I would be able to make my own waifu body pillow. I take everything back I said about the pillows, chat. I want a waifu body pillow now. It's genius. They saw the future and knew what the kids would need. Well, I took protection from petrification, right? Yeah, we can go and knock one out. The weapon would have been untaxed. That's it. I'm not trying to make alcohol or cigarettes, buddy. That's how the government really gets mad.
Leave that to me.
If you're trying to make alcohol or cigarettes without Uncle Sam's stamp of approval,
You must be loving this.
I'll let you know, buddy. Unacceptable.
With my usual panache,
The old joke in America is the easiest way to get rescued from if you're shipwrecked on an island is to owe back taxes, and the IRS will find you, and they will make you pay. Owe taxes during tax season.
What is steel compared to the hand?
Thank you so much for the sub, dude. Really appreciate the love and support. Welcome back. 14 months to the crew, man. Hope you're doing well and living the dream. Much love and God bless, dude. Thank you, dude. Thank you.
Adrenaline wastes enough to be traveled lightly.
Moonshine enjoyers find your comment funny. It ain't moonshine unless if it's got a label on it, buddy. It ain't moonshine unless it's untaxed. Use the word rules. Jay's not gonna double digit. Let's look at success. God bless, Fool Games. Hope you're doing well, man. You know, the good old days of single digit. When we are rocking out at like 30 viewers average. Big dick streaming. Big dick gaming.
Leave that to me.
What are you gonna do about the basilisk, Obi-Wan? Leave that to me. Imagine casting sticky webs on your enemies and then just walking into them. What a Chad Obi-Wan is. Even in nuclear war. Especially in nuclear war. Level up. Blue Wizard has gained a level.
You must be loving
Blue Wizard is now a level 7 Archmagus. I'm actually still kind of butthurt about losing Palpatine. Losing Mr. Jefferson wasn't that big a deal. Losing Palpatine is much more sad to me. I was actually really looking forward to our Sorcerer playthrough. There'll be riots, as there should be. Palpatine smash, yeah. Palpatine's very smash. The Sword was rocking, he was, man. He was rocking out with his crock pot out. Then he got fucking chromatic orbited.
We must be cautious.
I'm still surprised that we died to that. Like, that had to have been legitimately a 1 to have failed that roll. It had to have been a 1. What class is Obi-Wan? He is a fighter illusionist, my friend. Surely fighter illusionist will go over. It is a good class. It's not the best class, but it's definitely a good one. It's definitely a strong one. Losing with a +6 save. Kind of embarrassing, isn't it?
Enough to be traveled lightly.
A little on the embarrassing side, for sure. I need to know if I'll become a believer or doubter. I'm having fun with it. I think it will scale well and be fun. We have a good party.
Adrenaline wastes enough to be traveled lightly.
Gordon Ramsay, the Invoker, cook up the Sword Coast.
We must be cautious.
What was the Kirby? Alright, here's some real trivia for you. There was an opportunity for Kirby to turn into a fridge and spit out food with a certain set of skills. What skills were they? Who did Kirby have to slurp to turn into a fridge? Does anyone remember?
Now the Jedi.
It was like a combination of 2 skills. I don't remember what they were. But he would become a fridge and spit out food. Puyo?
You must learn the ways of the Force.
Can I help you?
Puyo? I trust you, Chet. We need to redo Ainsley? I'd be down for another Ainsley at some point.
Adrenaline wastes enough to be traveled lightly.
For the love of money.
I would be down for a fresh Ainsley. Your mom? Got him. God, you got me so good just then. When you said my mother, I got God. Ainsley the Kensei? I don't know if Ainsley's gonna be a Kensei.
Ooh, I'm gonna work out some anger.
William Perry of the Chicago Bears. A woman? That's disgusting, dude. Who would put a woman in their mouth? Puke. Makes me physically ill just thinking about it, to be honest. You don't know where they've been.
Hop, skip to it.
Oh, I thought
With a smile. Careful, everyone. Play nice.
Whoa,
My GF was doing mom jokes for like 5 days straight.
My
so it's kinda
monster
etched in my
condom
soul.
that I used for
It's
my
unlucky.
Magnum Dong.
But it's your own fault for having a GF.
Have you ever
idiot.
been asked to do something against your principles in a situation where it was hard to refuse?
Thank you so much for the $1, Buzzkirl. God bless, buddy. Really appreciate it. I don't know what the message actually says because it's not showing up on my OBS for some reason. Oh, sorry about this. But you see everything on the right there, the activity feed, it's not showing up. So
With a smile.
I don't know what the message actually originally said, but yeah. What the fuck was that? Yeah, that was my OBS screen. So, thank you so much for the $1, buddy. I appreciate it, man. Hope you're doing well, and I appreciate the love and support. I'm trying to boot up Stream Elements right now and see if it has it on there. Interesting. Thank you so much again, man. God bless, dude. Much love. It was hard to refuse. That's all it said. Why was it going?
What is steel compared to
for
the
like 10
hand
minutes
that
after?
wields it?
Thank you so much, man. Bogu, thank you so much for the 26 months, dude.
Bowser's
Much
big
love and
castle's
God
gates
bless, dude.
wouldn't budge. Bring up the mushroom tip, commanded Mario.
Oh, God.
As it penetrated the gate, the Koopas in Mario's service began to chant, "Crab, crab, crab." Mario rode into the castle on Luigi and Bowser met him saying, "Fall into the sewage that awaits you and you, brother." Mario responded, "Do you not know love when you see it, old man? This is my crow rub."
Crow Rub? Thank you so much, Bogu Bogu, for the 26 months, man. Really appreciate it, dude. Thank you, dude. Thank you. Hope you're doing well on this beautiful, fine, glorious day. God bless. Fuck. Small, minor spelling mistake, my dude. One small, minor spelling mistake. I think that's an email. Let me go check. Here we go. Let's add this real quick. One small, minor spelling mistake. Unlucky. Thank you so much again, man. Really appreciate it. Hope you're doing well on this fine, glorious day. Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, go fuck yourself, Dev. Thought you were having a nice day. Instead, have some spiders. The spiders. The Spider Queen!
Careful, everyone.
Yes, indeed.
Yes, indeed. Of course.
Because you told me to.
I need an ass.
Set a course for intercourse.
Careful, everyone. Play nice.
You must be loving this.
But thanks again, man. Hope you're doing well and hope 2024 is treating you well.
Be cautious.
PTSD spooters, they're actually giving me some of the PTSD there, dude.
You must do what you feel is right.
They're giving it to me just a little bit. Reminding me of Jefferson, yeah. The spooters are definitely up there, fucks. I still think planetars have caused more deaths than anything else. But spooters are definitely up there. Spooters, planetasies, chromatic orbs. Chromatic orb has actually killed a lot of people. Say probably like 6 or 7 characters. Because the Cloakwood guys have petrification and chromatic orb too. And yeah, that's got us more than once. In the olden scripts, Devairn would run out of spells relatively quickly. He has items that give him more spells now, but he would start chromatic orbing actually fairly early on. What should I do, bro? You need to give me more information than that, man. You're talking about for work? Are you talking about for life? Are you talking about what you should do for lunch? Which are you currently engaged in sexual activity and you're asking me for sexual advice? You gotta be a little bit more specific, my dude. You have to be more specific, buddy, than just what should I do. Epic ass spiders later. I mean, that would have been crazy if you had some giga spider.
The Force will be with you, always.
Because, like, phase spiders are technically the strongest.
No.
If they added, like, some giga fucking Dr. Tongue massive spooter, that would just fuck your shit. That'd be fucking crazy, right?
Whatever you need.
Yes, indeed. Surely Baelot doesn't get hit by this spooter and die instantly, right? There's a demonic spooter. It's not the same. I'm talking about, like, Dr. Tongue, bro. You know what I mean? Like the Arachnid Queen in BG3. Madam Web. It's not the same. Chicken parm? Chicken parm's pretty good. I'd say chicken parm's pretty good. Chat, how do you feel about chicken parm? What is the most important part of the parm, boys? Is it the chicken, the pasta sauce, or the ches?
The sauce will be with you, always.
Is it the ches that goes on top of the chicken parm?
But not because you told me.
Chicken parm is easy to make. I think doing it without a salamander is actually a huge pain in the ass. You're basically either forced to broil it or you're going to end up ruining the structural integrity of your dish in some way, shape, or form, which is definitely Sage. Is not Poggers in a lot of ways.
But not because you told me.
Yes, indeed.
Whoa, whoops, oh!
That's Krill, thank you so much for the dollar, dude. Much love and God bless, man. Yep, Jefferson's dead, sadly.
I'm gonna try again. Have you ever been asked to do something that was against your morals but it was hard to refuse because it's a relative asking?
Oh, this is actually a serious question? No, never. I've never had that issue before. Aside from, like, turning down a gambling sponsorship, because I just find that shit, you know, cringy. I'm not gonna go and fucking do that garbage on stream. I didn't know this was a serious question. I'm so sorry. I'll actually go and read this. Make sure I'm getting your question correct. No. If it's wrong, it's wrong. It doesn't matter who's asking. But it really depends on what it is, right? It really depends on what it is. If your relative is asking you while you work at Wendy's to steal them a Frosty and bring it home, I would probably do that because who cares? If your relative is asking you to murder someone and take over their life, that would be a little much, I would say. I hate to tell you this, but it just really depends on the severity of what's being asked, my friend, and the relative who's asking, you know? Is this something that happens all the time? Is it rare? Nothing is ever just super simple, cut and dry, black and white for my decision making. Everything has... There's always something that is a tipping point that pushes it towards a yes or pushes it towards a no. If I have all the information, I can tell you exactly what I would do with no problems, but... Yeah. In general, though, I don't think I've ever really had anyone ever ask me, a relative, to do something that I would find morally wrong that wasn't anything like, you know, steal me some french fries. You know what I mean? Steal me some fucking french fries. Yummy. Yummy french fries in my tummy. All right, you got 1 minute, boys. Get in there. I'm sorry, but I didn't know that was a serious question. Now it's ever happened. But I wish you the best of luck with it, man. Whatever it is. I hope you find the wisdom you need to solve your dilemma. Depending on the severity of what it is, I would say... Like I said, if I knew more information, I could give you a much better answer. But I would say, generally speaking, that if I don't want to do something, I'm not going to do it. If it's something that's really going to go against who I am as a person, I'm just, yeah, it is what it is. I'm not going to do it. But like I said, if for me to be more helpful, I'd have to know more. I'm sorry, buddy. But I wish you the best of luck with it. Whatever comes.
So what I told you was true, from a certain point of view.
For the same price he got it, way too much. Yeah. I mean... If somebody is willing to pay, as long as you're not lying about the product, I don't really see that actually being morally wrong as far as, like, him getting fucking scammed for it. Like, if you can get a good deal and get him some money back, that's fine. And if somebody's willing to pay that much for it, then that's fine too. You know, I don't really see that too morally wrong unless, you know, it doesn't work or something like that and you're actually tricking somebody. If somebody is being actively deceived, then I would find that to be a big issue. But otherwise, if you're just trying to recoup some losses for your dad being a dumbass, then I wouldn't find that as bad, to be honest.
It's an energy field created by all living things.
But again,
yeah. It binds the galaxy together.
I hear what you're saying, buddy. I hear what you're saying. I wish you the best of luck with it, bro. Wish you the best of luck.
What you feel is right, of course.
You must do what you feel is right, of course, Buzzkrill. You must do what you feel is right, of course. I forgot to buy my acid arrows. Well, this is gonna make things a little bit more difficult.
That's someone else.
Surely this is fine, though. Right? Surely this is just fucking fine. Surely. Let's see how this goes.
The Force will be with you, always.
Chat, the Force will be with you. Always. Okay.
Hey there, hi there.
Hey there, hi there.
Whatever you wish.
Do a little this, and do a little that, do a little this, and do a little that. Oh, that is so sad for him. I can't remember what potion Dracis popped. Does anyone remember? Did Dracis pop a free action potion or the strength gem potion? What did he chug? I'm not scrolling up anymore. Fuck it.
We must be cautious.
I think everyone would be happier if we were a little nicer.
Rest in peace, Dresden.
Gunman wastes are not to be traveled lightly.
I think that's a spooky lightning bolt, by the way.
Do what you feel is right.
No, he's just still summoning
Force
shit.
will be with you, always.
You must be loving this.
Where the fuck is what's his name?
All right, but no, you must be loving this.
I don't even see the other wizard. Where be he? Ah, there he is. Hi. Hello. Hello there. How are you?
All right,
The Force will be with you,
because you told me.
always.
With my usual panache, I assume.
Draw your daggers and spells, and let's have at her. Yeah.
But not because you told me to.
Gentlemen wastes enough to be traveled lightly.
Oh my god, I actually got fucking rolled. Actually fucking rolled. Okay, there's what's his name. Bing chilling way in the back.
We must be cautious.
About to curb. He's actually gonna walk away from the dispel, which is gonna hit him and cancel his shit, isn't it? Classic.
Leave that to me.
This'll hit.
So the boss will be with you.
I think that might be a confusion spell. Okay.
Yes, indeed.
Now the Jedi are all but extinct.
This'll hit. Third time's the charm. Uh-oh.
You must be
Yeah. Oh, that was just uncalled for.
Whatever you need. Hop, skip to it.
Leave that to me.
Hop, skip to it.
The boss will be with you. Always.
Oh, he lost his skin. That's something.
You must be loving this.
Oh.
All right, but not because you told me to.
All too easy. And now there's only one to go. Who doesn't even have a weapon anymore, chat? Because he threw them all. Pathetic. How embarrassing, chat, to run out of weapons because you threw them all. Alright, we did it. Only counted 2 hits against the party. I mean, Kagan took the fucking, the Lance of Disruption. And I guess it was literally just one Dracis hit. It's a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage. Yeah, not bad. Not bad. Not bad indeed. One might even go so far as to say it was quite progress.
Yes, indeed.
Gimme my points, Madge. Alright, fine. Only if you can tell me the name of this band. Who is this, chat? I like how everyone's typing the wrong band on purpose. The dark side of the Sword Coast? I don't. No interest in your obscure garbage bands? Wow. How dare you?
I'm gonna work out
Gentlemen wastes are not to be traveled lightly. Leave that to me. You must do what you feel is right, of course.
Ah, there we go.
Yes, indeed.
But yeah, Edgar Winter Group. Dabby two-tone. Yeah, I thought about that too. We thought about doing a midget run. The Nicolas Cage of bands? Wow. How dare you? Very old mod. You're not talking about The Darkest Day, are you? Where you get to play with Monty and Czar?
Now the Jedi are all but extinct.
I'll do my best.
We must be cautious.
Yeah, Darkest Day was BG2 though. I think it sounds familiar, but no, I don't think I did. Getting inside one building. Oh my god, everyone in this party is an idiot. Thank you. Holy shit.
But try.
Yes, indeed.
It was way harder than it should have been.
I can, but try.
Yes, indeed.
First major BG1 mod? Interesting. The dark side,
Do
of
what you
course.
feel is right, of course.
The Force will be with you.
Darkest Day is hot garbage? I just wanted to have Monty and BG2, man. What do you want from me?
Heart's really not in this. So I kicked him in the head till he was dead. Money.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
Do people still do that, chat? For the one or two true Zoomers in the chat who went to school after 2005,
You must do what you feel.
do they
is
still, for a good time, call blah 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 in the boys' bathrooms in schools? Did they still do that sort of thing? They still did when I was a kid. Late mega mod garbage, let's be real. I think most mods in general are garbage. It's almost like fan fictions aren't good.
You must do what you feel is right, of course.
It's almost like fan fiction is not good, Chad, generally speaking. What are you talking about, old man?
Is there really no one else you can bother?
I'm glad you enjoyed Ugly Gaming. God bless you. Welcome to stream.
In my experience,
Welcome.
there's no gentleman wasting
It's time for your medication, old man. Alright. I put my number on the bathroom walls, but nobody calls. Feels bad. What was that one stupid comic? Boo, 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 boo. Alright, here it is. For a good time, call 555-0917. Calls, meets up, and they're hang gliding. He goes, wow, this is awesome. He goes, I know, right? But nobody ever calls. Sedge. Oh, the classic. The classic. I don't think that's right. I don't feel that it was right. I thought the dude was supposed to say, you know, you're the first person who ever called. I don't know if maybe I'm just misremembering it, but the classic. Sandra is great. What are you talking about? Yeah, so true. Elden Ring. I'm down to do an Elden Ring stream at some point. It does need to be done. It does need to be done. It's time to get some Dark Souls gaming going on this channel. What is the best Dark Souls game? Is it Elden Ring, or do we need to start with Dark Souls 1? I like how you took the name of the biggest basement dweller in Baldur's Gate as your own. I didn't think of it that way, but you're not wrong. Devayorn literally is at the bottom of the darkest dungeon, technically. Devayorn is literally at the bottom of the deepest dungeon in the game. I didn't really think about that. I think technically, Saravok's in, like, the Undercity, though, so, like, that's technically a little bit deeper into Earth.
But not because you told me to.
So you want to take a look at me mines, do you? One is the best, and then Elden Ring is amazing now. Ah, I see. I see. Uh-oh. This is about to be not Pog.
Yes, indeed.
The Force will be with you.
You must be lovely.
Leave that to me.
Oh my god. Spell ineffective. Embarrassing.
Now the Jedi.
This is so sad.
Careful, everyone.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh.
But not because you
Nice. Easy charm back.
with my usual command.
The Force will be with you. Always.
Yay! And down she goes. All too easy.
The Force will be with you. Always.
All too easy. Would the party outside of Saravok's lair take down Saravok? No. They wouldn't have a shot.
Yes, indeed.
Saravok's party is technically the strongest party in Baldur's Gate 1. If you were to, like, actually match them up next to neck, right? Nobody else would be able to fucking compete. Nobody else would be able to come remotely close to the power. Like, Saravok Hasted is just going to fucking rip through anybody. You know what I mean? Like, even the Demon Knight would get shit on. Drizzt loses a 1v1 to Saravok. You know what I mean? Like, ain't nobody gonna fucking win that fight, bro. Ain't nobody winning that battle.
Move along.
Chandelar might. I mean, Chandelar would leave, but Chandelar wouldn't be able to kill them, right? Chandelar can just teleport away, which he does when he runs out of spells, but Chandelar still wouldn't win the fight. Saravok's taco is too good. As soon as protection for magical weapons runs out, Saravok's gonna kill him. Is there a way to see Drizzt versus Saravok? In the original game, there was a way to summon Drizzt. It was like Drizzt defends or Drizzt attacks or something. And I had to summon him twice, and Saravok almost killed both of them. That, to my knowledge, is the only way to actually do it outside of, you know, getting him in your party with a control Q, you know what I mean? Yeah, Forgotten Myth. I remember just Saravok taking 2 Drizzt defends in the original, but Drizzt was also a little different in the original game too. He was a little bit stronger. If you were to do it now, I don't know how many Drizzt defends it would take. I don't think it would take too many.
Leave that to me.
Unless you try to make him fight the whole party, in which case, yeah, it's gonna take a couple. Quite a few. But just Saravok alone was 2 Drizzt defense in the original game. Hey, I'm happy to stream mid-defeat. Unfortunately, we aren't going to be on much longer, sadly. We'll be getting back to longer streams soon, as in, like, actual real streams. Not like Giga streams, but real streams, like 6-8 hours soonish. And then, I'm excited for the Turnip Cup. I'm planning on casting it. I've never actually cast a tournament before, but I'm going to try casting the Turnip Cup. And we'll see how that goes. I've never actually cast a Strem before, and I think that'll be fun. I feel like I know enough about the basics of AoE to where my casting isn't gonna be like super informative, being like, well, this is a very stereotypical build of the poles in the early game. You can clearly see he's going for the 2 sheep here, and he's gonna transition into a docks with some fishing boats and get the shore fish and blah, 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 blah. I don't think it's gonna be like very informative, other than like, wow, his scout pathing is great, or holy crap, did you see that play there? That was amazing. You know what I mean? We'll still have fun with it, though, for sure. We'll have fun with it. And that's what truly matters. Sign up, by the way. If you play Age of Empires, haven't played in a million years, if you want to play and haven't played, I'm telling you guys right now, I have literally not played Age of Empires 2 in at least 10 years. Yes, and my very first game is going to be in the Turnip Cup. I'm looking forward to it. I might change that. I might actually, I might do a practice game to fucking kind of get myself back into it, but we'll do it and it'll be fun, I think. It will be fun.
All right. That's someone else.
I, for one, look forward to the Turnip Cup. Excuse me.
None are better.
We donate for the prize pool. I don't want to actually do a big fucking prize. If people are interested, I want this to be a for fun tournament. I don't want anyone to be sweating about a prize. I don't want people to be doing cringy, super giga try-hard shit. This is supposed to be for fun with meme prizes. If you wanted to donate like $20 to pay for a meme prize, that's fine. But if you wanted to put up like $100 for a prize or something, like that's a bit too much. In my humble opinion. Unless everyone is all for that, but I want this to be a for fun tournament. You could always just pocket the money and defraud the tournament. That's what all good tournament organizers do. That's fair, but I wouldn't do that. Every time somebody has given me money for an intention, I always use it for said intention.
This little one's not worth
Or try to, at least, like the fucking body pillows.
Sure. Leave that to me.
It'll be a tryhard, not for fun. Yeah, I know, Epic. That's why I'm wanting to throw up meme prizes like Cerveza Crystal or a Steam key for some game or something. I don't want to put up any money prizes or gift card. Not even a gift card. Like I said, I want it to be fucking meme prizes like Cerveza Crystal. Maybe a body pillow. Maybe a used napkin from Deveorn's lunch. Stuff like that. Dab's bath water, you know, things like that. Second mortgage to contribute? Yeah, I don't want nothing like that. The shame of owning that? Please, you know everybody would kill for my bath water. Oh, I don't need to be down here. I need to go upstairs and rest, lol. I wouldn't actually do bath water, but I plan on doing meme prizes. You know what I mean? Disappear along with the money that's now in a shady account. Yeah, that's the long con, my dude. That's how you do the long con.
Leave that to me. Leave that to me.
Yeah, I'll put in a strand of my beard about that. No, I think right now, I think somebody said they were thinking about doing a Steam key for a game. I'm gonna put in a case of Cerveza Cristal, and then third place, I'll think of another meme prize. Something that's just memey. Maybe like a fucking a Sonic the Hedgehog fucking costume or something. You know, just something stupid.
I'm getting too old.
A maid outfit. I'm planning on the prizes to be like less than $20. A baby gator is a prize? That would be hard to ship. If the prize itself costs more than the shipping, then it's too much. I'll write a poem for the victor? That's what I'm saying, dude. A hentai game? Exactly, dude.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
Furry foot fetish frenzy is my favorite hentai game.
Do what you feel is right.
The Force will be with you, always.
Something like that. Just meme shit. It's like I said, this is supposed to be for fun. For fun shit. I don't want anyone like fucking going giga try hard. If I somehow win this tournament, then that's a serious problem. You know what I mean? Yeah. No, wait. We don't want me to lose instantly by some trick. Never mind. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. But right now, if you play Age of Empires or have played in the past, if you own the game, like, you should sign up.
Yes, indeed.
That's what I'm saying. If you own the game and can play, you should sign up.
So what I told you was true.
It's not raffle cost. I've played both, and the pixel art for the feet in the first one was just so much better than the sequel. And I think the writing also was better in the first one as well. The biggest problem for me with Furry Foot Fetish Frenzy #2 was they started doing too much bird feet and not enough dog feet, which I think we can all agree is superior. You know what I mean?
You must gather your party before venturing.
The Force will be with you.
Less interesting you could be? Exactly. You don't want to spoil the poem. I still don't have acid arrows, by the way. This is about to get stupid and dangerous. This will be fun. This is about to get real interesting. But yeah, sign up. Sign up or else, bitch. Only heart can guide us through this. All right, 2 minutes, boys. Get in there quick. Boo 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 boo.
Now the Jedi are all but extinct.
No. I don't think there's going to be rules or limitations on what you can do in the game. I don't think, like, there's going to be a rule against, like, you throwing up a tower at somebody's fucking mining node or some shit. I don't think that's an issue. What I don't want is people fucking researching professional games and fucking researching what other people... Like I said, I've done a for fun tournament in the past, and there were people that were competing that were not playing for fun, and it was just kind of cringy. I told you guys about this, right? I was playing, I was in a for fun League of Legends tournament. The prize was a Teemo hat, right? And the first game I played, they played perfectly. Countered us completely, destroyed us. I was like, wow, you guys played perfectly. It's like you knew what we were going to do. And one of the guys said, yeah, I did. I looked your team up. I looked at every one of your players, and I watched your replays for the last week, along with every other team that's competing in this tournament. And I was like, are you fucking serious? And he's like, yeah, didn't you guys do that? I was like, no, you fucking idiot. And one of the other dudes felt bad for it. He's like, we thought that everyone was going to be taking this shit super seriously, and so we did a lot of research. And I was like, dude, this is a for fun tournament. Like, what the fuck are you doing? It's like, you kind of ruined this for everybody, asshole. And one guy felt bad, and the other dude was completely unashamed. He's like, yeah, I'm the one with the Teemo hat, not you, loser. Get shit on, nerd. But yeah, it was fucking crazy, man. Like, some people just take shit super seriously. Some people take shit super seriously. I would say hard. I would say hard's a good benchmark. Hard has decent AI and doesn't give the AI stupid advantages. I would say if you aren't practicing with regular players, I would just play 1v1 with hard. I think that's the play. He deserved the Teemo hat. He's just better. I guess so, man. That's all there is to it. You know what else to say. At least I have my potions. So we got that going for us. Here, we have 5. Maybe that's enough. Oh, shit. We don't have shit for magical arrows. Half the time we can't even hit Taveyron. That's going to be an issue. Well, we'll see how it goes. Luck be a lady. Do I even give one to Allura? No fucking way, right? No shot. Just me and Kagain, I think. And Khalid. I don't think Allura should get one. Yeah, let's just do this. Since HD edition, I know Hardest did, Bogu. I trust you. Hardest in the original has bonus resources. Hard does not. I don't know how it is in the HD edition. But in AoE 2, I know Hard had no bonus resources, but Hardest was given bonuses. Let's do it, boys. Luck be a lady. Luck be a lady. Doesn't have a Teemo hat? I'm afraid not, buddy. Unlucky.
Now the Jedi are all but extinct. Now the Jedi are all but extinct.
With my usual
Gambo? We have a gamble up. I think. Yeah, I did.
Now the Jedi are all...
Oh, this is gonna be such a fucking disaster, dude.
Now the Jedi are all but extinct.
Why are they both on Khalid, bro? So dumb. Oh, I shouldn't be using this halberd. So proud of you, Khalid. Okay.
Hello there.
One love.
Be cautious.
Skip to it.
May darkness prevail.
But not because you told
Just a running away and say it longer. Boop, 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 boop. Uh-oh. Oh.
So what I told you was true. From certain
No, please don't cast that. Oh, fuck. That's so bad for us. Oh, well. This is fine.
You must learn the ways of the Force.
Boop, 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 boop. No, kill him before he gets away. All too easy, boys.
Known as the Iron Throne.
No acid arrows, by the way. No acid arrows. Let's fucking go.
You can't keep getting away with it!
That's the power of heart. Heart got me through that.
Jungle and wastes are not to be traveled lightly.
I came.
I need an arrow.
Buff Dimension Door to cast faster? I kind of agree, honestly.
You must do what you feel is right, of course.
Dav's getting pretty good at BG1. This guy.
I'm getting too old for
The Force.
How dare you?
Always.
For the love of money.
Oh, my heart's really not in this.
To it.
All may darkness prevail.
So let it be written. So let it be done.
In my experience, there's no such thing as luck.
I think it's my favorite Heart song, honestly. I think that's my favorite Heart song. Never is pretty good. I always ignore The Apprentice. I just don't give a shit about him, honestly. Who cares?
Yes, indeed.
Boop, boom, boop, boom. You probably played it before? I'm sure I have. I'm sure I have. But I think, like, fucking Barracuda. I think Barracuda is the Billie Jean of Heart. It's played all the time, and it's just not a good song.
What brings you out this far? Yes, indeed. Leave that to me.
Save me, dear sir.
Barracuda is so good. It is so isn't.
Surface dwellers.
It's not good at all. It's overplayed and awful.
Gorion would be proud of your actions.
Boop 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 boop. Boo 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 boo. Boo 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 boo.
You must do what you...
What's this, Jezret? This is some fucking Christian rock shit. You want to know some real Christian rock? Because this shit right here, boys. I gotta go find that on YouTube now. God is fighting for us. No, I'm not doing that.
What a great forest, huh?
Thank you so much for the 100 bits, Robin, for days. God bless, dude.
Be cautious.
Say some gangster is dashing your quite wild mage. You just hit him with once of these Wi-Fi one of these Wi-Fi one of these Wi-Fi one of these.
That's what I'm fucking saying, dude. Thank you so much for the love and support, man. You fly boys. Fly. What does he say? Fly girl? I don't remember. Fucking Mo the bartender. It's great shit. Thank you so much for the bits, man. Much love and God bless, dude. Thank you, dude. Thank you. Hope you're doing well on this beautiful, fine, glorious day. That TTS was awful. It was great, dude. It's the glorious weeb voice. That is the weeb voice, not the one that says weeb. That is the false weeb. The false weeb prophet. That TTS is amazing.
Yes, indeed.
Every song is better than Barracuda. Every single fucking Heart song is better than Barracuda. Straight up.
Will be with you always.
Alright, actually, I'm done with this too. I'm done with this song too. I didn't understand shit, as you shouldn't, dude. It's entirely in weeb. And I am a weeb? Well, obviously, you need to get better at weebery then. You need to get better at weebery. Yellow Submarine? No. It's better than Yellow Submarine, but not by much. Remove the weebs. All weebs who pay the weeb tax are allowed to weeb. You must pay to Ayaya. If you do not, if you Ayaya without a fucking sub badge, ban them, Epic. If you see them type the forbidden weeb emotes without paying the weeb tax, ban them. Ban them all. Ban the women and children. I'm not looking at chat, I'm at work. Lazy piece of shit. Untouchable. You paid the tax, you're allowed to weeb. If you ooh-woo without a license, you're out, dude. The mod roll is a curse. Don't pretend like you don't do anything but just time out people for no reason. You just time out people for no reason, like we all do. That's what mods do. If I were to actually play League of Legends, mods would be required. If you actually play real online games, you need mods to fucking ban people coming into chat and being like, GG, I was the... Thank you so much for the Twitch Prime, Mooncloth. Really appreciate the love and support, dude. Thank you, dude. Thank you. And welcome back. Much love and God bless. Hope you're doing well on this fine, beautiful, glorious day. Taxes? I thought this was America. We have taxes here too, buddy. You can protest the taxes by throwing crates of weebs into the fucking ocean, but still gotta pay the tax, man. GG, I was the Orn. You know, most streamers actually just ban them, and I used to be when I was new to Twitch, and I saw streamers banning people doing GG, I was your last opponent. Like, at first I thought they were just bitter. I was like, dude, why would you do that? It's a potential viewer. But the people who do that never, ever tune in again. The only reason they're there is to say that GG, and then they'll never watch your stream again, so banning them literally does nothing. It does not do anything other than just, like... Yeah. At first I was annoyed. One might even say I was petrified. I don't know how I could have lived my life without you by my side. But luckily I've got all my life to give. And I've got all my love to give. I will survive, chat. I will survive. Oh. Alright, now go. Boo, boo, boo. Categor Palpatine, fucking permaban that guy, mods. I don't want to see him again. Fuck that dude. Ruining my perfectly good run with your chromatic orb, Madge. With your dirty meme. Do you worship God? I do not. I believe in God, but I do not worship God. I seldom pray to him. He does not listen, chat. He does not listen.
The Force will be with you.
Worships his sister. I don't worship my sister.
The center of attention is something I normally aspire to, but
I worship my sister's feet, my dude. Those are two completely different things. Her tasty, tasty feet. Has no tongue for it? Exactly. Put on your fedora. I don't think the fedora people believe in God. They're unironically atheistic and convinced. Enlightened not because of any phony God, but my own intellect. I'm fairly convinced that that God exists. I just yeah. At the end of the day, I think honestly my lack of devotion or worship is really just out of childish bitterness. You know what I mean? You know how you're a little kid and you're told to go clean your room and you hate your parents? Always making me do stuff. Madge. Fuck you, Mom and Dad. I think my relationship with God is basically identical to me being a 2-year-old. You know what I mean?
Now the Jedi are all but extinct.
I think that's really where it stems from. You worship Baal? No, the Baal in history is not the same as Baal from Baldur's Gate. Fedora people believe in the blade. Yeah, exactly. What convinced you of God existing? Just all my life experiences. A summation of everything. Literally just doesn't make sense. Why?
You must do what you feel is right.
I think it makes perfect sense to me.
You want some whiskey?
I'm so ugly, he won't even give me a room, chat. I'm so ugly, he won't let me sleep here. I think an enormous amount of really interested people have done works on studying theology. Excuse me, not philology. Lol. I think that a lot of people who are definitively speaking about religion, especially when they're teenagers, are fucking idiots. And I definitely went through a phase when I was a little kid. And I was able to answer pretty much every question without problem after giving it some serious thought. But I still stand by my current beliefs that I do believe that there is a deity of some sort who made the initial spark. But
must be cautious.
I still don't understand the compulsion to worship, to be honest, if that makes any sense. I do understand that, like, if you follow a certain religion, obviously, one of the most important tenets of any religion is worship, but
do what you feel is right, of course. We must be cautious.
like I said, I don't follow the religions, so yeah. You know what I mean? We don't take kindly to your kind around here. Exactly. Dav's going to the wall, the faithless. Yeah. I'm gonna fight in the blood war, sadly. Feels bad. Atheists know that gods are real, but deny their worship. Ah, interesting.
You must do what you feel is right, of course. You must do what you feel is right, of course.
Death is the last one.
Hop, skip to it.
All right, but not
Whatever
because
you need.
told
Hop, skip to it.
I think the Buddhists have it more generally accepted that life is a journey, not a destination. In finding your way is something that takes time. We all travel a different path to find the way. Some of us are going to take longer than the others. Some might not get there at all. And that's fine, you know? That's fine. We all walk a different path in the world of roads.
Always.
Nothing wrong with that. 2, nothing wrong with me. 3, nothing wrong with me. 4. Yeah, I kind of feel that way too. I've definitely felt that way at the times, to have such confidence and a surety. and beliefs. It's definitely a comforting thing for sure. Definitely a comforting thing.
Always.
I understand where and how people can come from a set of strict beliefs that they believe, and the opposite. I understand that there are also people who don't believe whatsoever. That's fine too. I understand where people are coming from on both sides.
Yes, indeed.
I am definitely more partial to Martin Luther's Deus Absconditus. What was the other one? What was the Latin for the revealed God? Does anyone in the chat know? Any theologists in the chat? I don't remember what it was in. No, Deus Vult is God wills it. The absent God and the revealed God were what I was thinking of.
We must be cautious.
I am a man of my word.
Deus Revol. That's it. Thank you, Ogre Trails Unlimited. Picking up Halson. Yeah, definitely getting Halson. That was the start. Yeah. Do you think God is a sub to your streamer? I think if I had an OnlyFans, God would sub, but definitely not to my channel.
Leave that to me.
What do you need?
We must be cautious.
What the hell do you think he was doing?
What if God was one of us? I forgot to go get the letter from the Iron Throne. But yeah, I don't want to talk about it too much because then people start to get really offended and annoyed about theological discussions. But you asked my beliefs, I answered. I'm not going to lie to you and tell you that I am a 100% devout that prays 5 times a day and has my clock go off to remind me between Vespers and Compline so I can prage at the appropriate times because I am a strict Catholic.
Yes, indeed.
No, you can always DM me about whatever the fuck you want. You can DM me anything, man. Don't hurt my feelings. I might not respond, but you can DM me anything. Anything that doesn't break Twitch TOS, you can feel free to whisper me. If you have pictures of goblins with fat asses and booba and then you just want to share for some reason, whisper it to me anytime you want, buddy. Don't hurt my feelings. Doing it live, ooh woo, as part of his regular raving. Woo, 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 woo. Architect. Giga Pierce, I think, is even better, honestly. That's Giga Pierce, right? Yeah. As it should be. A thickness appreciator. Green muscle mommy. I don't know about that one. Yeah, share them with the class. Jazz Rats was the kid in class drawing Goblin Booba, and the teacher was like, "Did you bring enough for everybody?" And he opens up his notebook, and he does. He actually has enough for everyone. Dev, stop saying it? I did. But, like, that's because people would overplay it, you know what I mean?
What brings you out? We must be cautious.
TOME4? What is TOME4? Shivrigi. Because my brain is not apparently functioning at the moment.
Leave that to me.
You would, though, Jazz Rats. 100% you would. Temple of Elemental Evil. Ah, I see, I see. Beatles redeemed to stop the rants once and for all. It's never gonna happen, man. You, like I said, it's as soon as people talk about it every day. I'm not the one who brings it up anymore.
Always.
Somebody else will say Nicolas Cage or the Beatles, and then they're like, "Dad, what do you think?" Knowing full well what I'm going to say, and you know, what am I supposed to be like? I'm not gonna give you my opinion because you know what it is already. It's my job as a streamer to tell you my opinions and then tell you how wrong you are. In fact, from now on, I don't want anyone to type anything in the chat. I want you guys to just stroke my enormous ego and tell me how handsome I am and good at video games I am. From now on, nobody type anything but just say that I'm fucking amazing. And thank me for gracing you with my presence. How blessed and fortunate you are. You're welcome, chat. You're welcome. Stroke your enormous what now? Ego. I am fucking amazing? Who's amazing and why are you fucking them? Head shape is very aerodynamic. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate that. What a nice thing to say.
But please, might I have your
Flipped your voice, do you regret anything? I never regret anything, my dude. Live your life without regrets, Chad. No regrets. Shave the beard? Never. Give me $100,000 and I'll do it. Otherwise, it's not happening. 100 grand and I'll do it.
Do what you feel is right.
I'm too lazy. It's not comfortable. Shaving my head was already annoying. Shaving the beard would be giga annoying. Can I still tattle on people? Of course. But you just gotta know that snitches get stitches, my dude. The only acceptable rats are jazz rats.
You must do what you
All
feel
the
is
rats
right,
are
of course.
banned. You must do what you feel alright, of course, chat. Did we get the Dex book? We did. What do I have 19? Oh, that's because I'm a gnome, that's right. Were you born with a beard? I was born with a luscious beard. It was actually longer. It was crazy. Not the only rat in here. Yeah, I'll check it out, for sure. There's a lot of games I need to play right now, Shiv, unfortunately. There are a lot of games I need to play at the moment. Wretched. There's a difference between rats and rats, you know what I mean? There's a difference between a cute rat and a filthy rat.
Good eve on you
A
and
tattletale
yours, my friend.
rat.
Might I have your ear?
Definitely a big difference. A gentleman must learn the difference between velvet and velveteen and Velveeta cheese. Speaking of Velveeta cheese, I could go for some Velveeta right now. Alright, boys, I think that is going to go ahead and stop it here for the day, dudes. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching the stream. I really appreciate it. We'll be back tomorrow because I'm a consistent and reliable streamer, and we're going to add an hour to every single stream from here on out. That's the goal until we get to 8 hours. Tomorrow, we're going to stream for an hour longer than today, and then on Friday, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours, 7 hours, 10 hours, 1,000 hours, until we're doing 27 hours a day, boys. 16 days a week. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate the love and support. Hope each and every one of you dudes has an awesome day and awesome night. And remember, my friends, no matter what happens in life, you're the best there ever was and ever will be. I love you. God loves you. And you could do anything in life. And don't you ever forget.
Keep getting away
Take it
with
easy, my
it.
friends. Thank you.